Alrighty, and we're live. And we're buffering. Good sign. Hey, Girl Jones, what's up, man? You're actually the first one here, hell yeah. How's the sound? Is it okay? Oh, you can barely hear me? Ah, nice. Let's turn that up a bit. How's that, better? Yeah, I think it was, just had my mic audio just a little too low. I'm using two shotgun mics, essentially. But I think we're good now. Let me just aim them where they're supposed to be aimed. Directly at my face. There we go. Now it should be good. Alright. Hey, Kevin Ball, what's up, man? Finally something good on TV. Oh, cross-sell headsets? Oh, yeah. God, I love the Dreamcast. Now I see it. Time to get nostalgic. How you doing, Jeremy? Am I looking green? Let me play with this live. Let's see what we can do with the filter just for funsies. How's that? Better? Look really Doom guy tonight. Oh, fantastic. Hey, Zombie, what's up, man? Better? It's fine. Look at my giant head and chin. Yeah, honestly, the fact I'm using a crappy webcam, it doesn't have that much dynamic range in terms of what kind of color it can pick up, so it's probably the best I'm going to get, unless I get some other more advanced plug-in. But yeah, I mean, like, who really wants to stare at me? Yeah, what a dog. Mario Corkscrew. Took me a while. I have two of the same one, and I couldn't find it. I had to go upstairs to my office and grab my... Take another one. Big Willie Johnson. Oh, that guy. It's called Bust Joe Muffin. Hey, John, what's up, man? It's time to dance. Hey, Gabber, what's up, man? How you doing? Going to have to get a... Oh, yeah, freaking that's one way to do it. Just the screw and vice grips method. Just get out of the bottle. Or you can push the cork into the bottle, tie a knot in a fat string, and then kind of jury-rig it and pull it out with the string and the... Barco what?
From Chester, England.
Not sure if my dog is...
Dark gray tights with the red sash and weighing in at 175 pounds, the blast from the past.
Let's see.
Vicious,
He's plugged in. Plugged in his channel. Oh, nice, man.
Johnson.
Did Shaq
show you how to really box. From
Shaq is in this game?
California, wearing the purple trunks with the gold trim.
Hey, Codename, what's up, man?
And weighing in at 315 pounds, the league MVP.
Shaq? Oh, is Shaq in this game? I wasn't paying attention.
Smack some sense in you, punk.
But, wow, it kind of sounds like Shaq's voice acting, though. Oh, God. This English guy kind of runs the Top Hat Gaming, man. Oh, God. I don't know how to block. Unfair. So dance with him. Oh, God, he's so fast.
Watch the hair.
Yeah, I recall this being a big game for the Dreamcast when it launched. It was even in that one Chris Rock movie where he became president. Oh, crap. Thought I had time between the bell ring there. Haven't seen it pour out. Hey, Colin, what's up, man? Let's see here. You gotta check out Captain Algebra. You've posted this stream a few times in my Discord. You can check that out. Shot time. Okay. How do I block? Okay, so the triggers appear to be block and dodge. Nope. Oh, God. Just knocked my ass out.
Ah, man, that was tight. The Shaq is back.
Oh, God, it is Shaq, isn't it? I guess it's S. O'Neill. God, he was in everything in the 90s. Like, Genie movies. Bad Superman knockoff films called Steel. Ooh. Not a good day for the English, I say. Shaq Fu. Yeah, that game. Used to be unstoppable in this game. Nice. If you can see if I want to crush it or not. I'm surprised you didn't, Jeremy. That's kind of like... It's like the one kitchen item you just end up with just by accident because it comes in a bigger set of pots and pans. But how's everybody doing tonight? Let's watch the intro. I'm sure some of you have watched this. Oh, Sander. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And John is him. Fantastic. Never played round 2 on the first one. Okay. Yeah, I found like this local retro shop I go to. Yeah, he gave me this game for free because I guess he was getting rid of it. I know where's John. The graphics are pretty decent. Like, unfortunately, you guys are getting it via upscale composite versus like VGA right now, just because of how my setup is in the garage. You need to get an HD TV out here. arcade mode. It's championship mode. Kibi Shaquille O'Neal and you cannot. Phil and Mr. England, we gotta go with him again. Gotta figure this out. The weird like jetting noises in this are the same ones you hear in Omicron Nomad Soul. It's really odd. I wonder if this game was also made by Eidos. Or published by Eidos, I wonder. Huh. Huh. Day one, my own gym. Yeah, it's gonna come in. It's upscaled composite, so it's not gonna look as good as it should. Probably from some same, yeah, I could believe that, or some asset that was publicly available back in the 90s when they were making these games, or early 2000s. Train boss or title fight. What's better, cardio, speed bag, rumble mass? That's $25,000.
Weightlifting. Select training time.
Do I do this, or does the fighter do this? Hey Riku, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. Alternate pressing A and B to lift weights. Okay.
Wrong.
Oh.
Wrong.
What?
Let's try that again. Yeah, you're doing it right. Weakling.
Okay, so apparently you have to land in the green on both sides. Both times. I do not own a corkscrew. Oh no. Gotta do the vice grip and the I gotta do the vice grip. No Knuckles Galaxy. No, it's gonna be Dreamcast tonight, man. That's gonna watch me struggle to hook up a 32 or run upstairs, grab the 32X, struggle to hook that up, and then struggle to play Knuckles Chaotix. Because holy crap, that game is rough. Not a problem, Bobby. How's it going? I do not have C-Man. Need to pick that one up and the mic. The game's kind of expensive these days, though. Kind of like. Press one? Can I not? Oh, apparently B, and not A, is how you start that. Okay. I think I have Hydro Thunder somewhere. Yeah. The check. My God, you can find one. That's on my list of games to get for sure, because I never actually got to it. Like, I had a Dreamcast. I have the same Dreamcast from like when I got it around lunchtime. Do I have Hydro Thunder for PS1? I do not. How's it going, Matt? I've had it, like, I don't know if you, like, Dreamcast games I haven't picked up yet. I'll probably be exits out. Alright, let's just do arcade mode, I'm gonna ask it. Let's do that. Do you know Markiplier? I know of Markiplier. No idea. Do not know him personally. You ever burn DC? No, actually, I do not. I do have Sonic Shuffle. I have that one. Tripper, how's it going? Should do Let's Plays with him.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I will
boys and
send an
girls,
email to his business contact email. See if he wants to collab. Really doubt that. Maybe one day in the future, who knows. If I ever break
Manchester, England,
15,000
dark
subs,
gray
maybe.
tights with the red sash and weighing
Bad,
in
but yeah,
at
it's
175
pretty bad. I remember making some of my friends suffer
pounds,
through it.
the blast from the past. Vicious, big
Finish my beer with you on these classics. Hell yeah, Sander.
Johnson.
Feast your eyes on pure
Tell the
greatness.
machine that puts corks in the bottle.
From Zagreb, Croatia.
It's the exact opposite of what
Wearing
you
the
want.
red trunks with the yellow trim. And weighing in at 218 pounds. the
Mo
invincible
Sargi. No, I do not. Not familiar with that particular YouTuber.
Nakamov.
I will crush you.
Oh god. Ah. What? Oh god. No, please. God, Willie's punches are so slow. Jesus. Oh god. Oh, I'm going down.
Nighty night.
Red CD and DC. Yeah, Barman's always a pretty good game. Oh, oh man.
Nighty night.
God, the rushing at punches so fast. Oh god. Ugh. Oh god.
That's the spirit.
That's Stalin in shorts. That's Stalin in shorts? It might be.
Let me show you
I think it
how
is.
it's done. I feel no pain.
Oh, great. Jesus. Hey, Retro Revolution, what's up, man? How you doing? What a rush. Getting my ass kicked. 316, what's up? Wow, they fixed MK11. Did they fix it? Or was it I heard there was some weird, what was it, DRM grindy stuff going on right now, where it's like $6 grand to buy all the skins or something like that. Oh, I'm drinking some Tisdale. Oh, thanks, Retro, man. Appreciate that. It's a Tisdale Red Merlot this evening. Okay. That sucks. Alright. Switch to something else for a bit. You guys want to see another launch title? I got Soul Calibur here as well. Hey, Binary Bomb, man. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Let's see, the episode with your history take on the Game Boy. Oh, awesome, man. Glad to hear that. I do have Power Stone. Oh, hell yeah, I always see Dynamite Cop. See if I can do better at this game than Ready to Rumble too. Ooh, I do not have Blue Stinger or Ill Bleed. I need to pick those up. Where's the History of Knuckles Chaotic video? World's need to. That's actually good. That'd be a fun video to make. Considering that has yet to see a re-release of any kind. It's like one of the few Sonic games to ever not be reported to anything. I don't know, I've always had a theory that despite Nakayama being the guy who pushed the 32X forward, I always felt like Sega of Japan had it out to try and kill the 32X. Oh man, yeah, if only I had a second player. I need to get a buddy up here or something like that and do a co-op game one of these days. God, this game looks great for the time. Bandai Zero. No, I don't have that one, buddy. Wasn't that compact for Genesis? Do you mean 32X? The add-on? Ooh, corporate. Oh, crap. Knuckles Chaotic? No, not that I'm aware of. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels, Sander. I don't know, one of these days I'll see if I can get some of the Japanese executives to talk about their perspective from that era. It seems like most of the information we have, at least in the West, is very much from like Tom Kalinski's perspective, the Sam Pettis accounts, and then playing at the next level. Which I don't think explore enough of that history. Yeah, it was an add-on, like... I'm not familiar with that one, Bobby. The only Knuckles Chaotic I'm aware of is the one that came out for the 32X exclusively.
Soul Calibur.
Hey, Archmegas, how's it going, man?
Battle 1, fight!
Sick of dad with the old man. I think technically, David Rosen's still alive.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Lizard Man. This is a nightmare. God, this has some great arcade sound in it.
Nightmare.
Oh, I need to get Virtual Fighter.
Astaroth. Battle 1, fight!
Oh. There we go.
This
Doing great, worked all day.
strengthened the soul of Nightmare.
Awesome, man.
You
Good to hear it.
win.
もう引き返せないんだよ
Battle 2.
This is an FL2K. Oh man, freaking FL2K, I have that on this. If I didn't suck at football games in general, I would play more of that one. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I thought you were dead. Thought I had him.
Victory strengthened the soul of Nightmare.
Did I take out the game?
You win.
Angry, how's it going, man?
闇よ我のもとに
Battle
I never noticed that on the VMU for Nightmare. You have an absolutely adorable little nightmare in 8-bit going on. take a loan for DLC. Oh, if only I had. Yeah. But it's good to have you back, Arch. I haven't seen you in a while. Let's see here. Get on Skype, man. Maybe a bit later. Hmm. Oh, you made congratulations, man. I traded Blastoise and Charizard plus $50 Dreamcast giving you one controller from our... Oh, wow, damn. Taking me back. Oh, man, Buster relaxed, alright. Sandra, I bought Capcom 2 at Game Craze for $5. Oh, man. Sweet. I've been, like... I had a fair amount of Dreamcast games back in the day, but I never really pursued it. I don't know, I kind of moved on to more PC stuff at the time. Hapsegram 7. Oh, nice. Well, you gotta do it, Jeremy. You can't put the cork back in the bottle, otherwise it's gonna get all, you know, aerated. It was worth a new price wireless. You know, there's gonna be once, is it Hyperkin? Who is it right now that's getting that Sega contract to produce those wireless Dreamcast ones that they're working on? I know they're doing the Saturn ones and the Genesis ones they're working on. But the Dreamcast ones apparently are proposed, which, man, I'll freaking get one of those in a heartbeat. Just wish they would add a second controller and then some bumpers, or a second analog stick. A lot of people hate the Dreamcast controller, but I freaking love it. What's a champagne or wine you'd recommend for a wedding? What's your budget? I mean, it really depends. I usually, if it's a wedding, pretty much all of it's going to get drunk or taken by the end. So probably something cheap like $2 Chuck for kind of your reds and basic stuff, and then for champagne, there's like some larger ones. Citronic, how's it going, man? I never actually played the emulated version of that. That's a bummer. Because I remember at my wedding, my wife and I, we bought like, I think it was like 30 bottles of champagne, and all of it was gone by the end of that wedding. Even the one I was going to take on our honeymoon, the bottle, like I set it down, turned around, and like all my drunk friends had just completely run off with everything. Wine juice boxes. Static. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, God, dude. There we go.
This victory strengthened the soul of...
Oh, man, nice. If your dad makes it, that'd be pretty cool to have at a wedding, honestly. That's kind of a nice touch.
Battle 3, fight!
If I looked into the DC HDMI, I have, actually. I think I was looking at it. I think it's about 150, so I was considering it. My Dreamcast HDMI board should be here soon. Oh yeah, Gorilla John's gonna be saying that. It's gonna be awesome, man. That's gonna be fantastic. Yeah, I've been looking into it. I might wait a little bit till the price goes down, but yeah, 150 is pretty reasonable. But I know a while ago, Electron Ash was telling me he wanted to send me a modified Dreamcast. He wanted to give or donate to the channel. Because I have two Dreamcasts, like one I'm kind of planning on doing an SD mod to, and then I'd probably do the HDMI and SD mod to that one just to make it completely freaking future-proof. Lion's Roar Mead, oh fantastic! Edge Master. Sounds like somebody on the internet these days.
versus Edgemaster. Battle 1, fight!
Can you still buy modded consoles on Amazon? I don't know about Amazon. I know on like Stone Age Gamer, they have whole mod kits they'll sell you, or they offer a service we can send it to them. In terms of buying them, I don't know. I know Amazon and Walmart have started doing like refurbished stuff. Oh, oh.
This victory strengthened the soul of
That
Nightmare.
HD demo? Well, that might be.
You win!
Actually, no, actually, there is a hard drive mod for it. I know that for sure. And like it's like the SD one because you can get those cool 3D printed trays for multiple SDs. You just toggle them out. So I use SCART cable with SCART to HDMI converter. Yeah, that's a good way to do. Typically, I do VGA out on my Dreamcast, and I run that to my upscaler, and it looks pretty good because you're getting a really good kind of 40. I also have one of those pound cables, but I find it's a little more washed out. Still looks pretty good, but yeah, still hasn't been ported to PS4. Oh, that's criminal. GameCube is so good. So you can still find classic GameStop website. Oh, cool. VGA cuts the frame rate. It's not. Yeah, that is true. But I find the VGA is probably one of the best ways to go. Let's see what. I'm debating some dipshit on Facebook who says the new Neo Geo console should be a 3D machine like the Xbox. That doesn't seem like that's what Neo Geo would do, considering they have so many of their classic library to exploit. Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, got me. Oh, damn. Bob has the same problem with the line mission.
Wounded, but the soul still burns.
I didn't know the VGA cut the frame rate. That's interesting.
Lose. Battle 3, fight!
Am I super quiet? Let me... Give me just a sec here. Oops. Let's see, I can boost my board here a little bit.
Strengthened the soul of
Yeah, I'm kind of almost peaking with my mics now.
win!
Yeah, it has to do with the setup out here. I'm still dialing it in a little bit. Okay, here, let me up this a bit. Because I can boost this mechanically on my board. So how was that? Better? So that's good. A little bit better? Okay.
This victory strengthened the soul of
Never got unreal.
Nightmare.
I wish I was
You
dead.
win!
Yeah, I can't imagine Neo Geo would take that in a 3D direction. That's like not what they really have in their
Battle 1, fight!
in-house kind of stuff. Oh, oh, oh. Oh.
This victory, you win!
Sky match is better than me. Appreciate the donation, man. But I'll probably do voice chat a little later, man. Hey, Belzer, what's up, man?
Out of the ring. This victory strengthened the soul of Nightmare. You win.
I'll catch you later, Chronic is dropping it. Or,
Battle 3. Fight.
Chronic. Can't talk. Ah!
This victory strengthened the soul.
Are we talking to be honest with you, I don't necessarily know the backstory lore here of Soul Calibur enough. If I ever go on voice again, I'm going to crumple paper. God, that would deafen everyone with your mic. Oh, jeez.
Battle 1. Fight.
Actually, hang on, guys. I'm gonna grab another glass of wine. We'll be right back. All right. Here we go. See, wasn't that great on bulb CRTs? Nightmare has animated armor. Yeah, you just gotta play with the settings of that mic. Like, I'd say just download Audacity and kind of play with that and see how it sounds. It's kind of amazing how freaking loud the mic was. I do not have the stinger, Archman. Yeah. Yeah.
This victory strengthens the soul of Nightmare.
Two T's.
You win.
I've always called them just CRTs. Never really called them anything aside from that. Or that heavy-ass box in the corner.
2. Fight.
That's a Saturn minute. Oh. Well, who knows if the Genesis Classic sells well enough? Who knows what Sega will do?
This victory strengthens the soul of Nightmare. You
Two TV cents YouTube related. Yeah, I mean, like, God, if you're gonna make anything, it's gotta be bigger. Like the CDI Classic, if they ever released that, has to be at least 25% bigger than an original CDI just to make it worth it. He used oxygen. So I agree with Saturn Mini versus Dreamcast Mini. Yeah, I could say, like, in terms of classic library that hasn't really been accessed, yeah, the Saturn definitely would have the opportunity there. Because a lot of stuff on the Dreamcast was ported to other platforms, like a lot of stuff went over to PS2, GameCube, so Sega kind of branched out from there, but a lot of stuff on Saturn kind of stayed there. I'm not a huge fan of the Saturn, but yeah. Honestly, I don't think it would sell very well, because the Saturn really didn't do that well. But yeah, that's just me, though. Software ruined Dreamcast. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Dreamcast still are obtainable. They're starting to get up there in price, though. Some of the... Oh, God.
victory strengthened the
Number
soul
2
of
PlayStation.
Nightmare. You win!
Calling it right now. A Saturn Mini would sell millions of units, and Historic Nerd would be forced to apologize on video on CNN. Nah, no, I'll never apologize.
Battle 1, fight!
That's one of those things where I don't really think Sega would do it, just because like you guys, like they're like, no, you guys had your chance to buy a Saturn when we released it originally. You had it. I'm not doing it again. Yet Saturn's more commercially relevant. Yeah, I can see that. Making pizza. Have to apologize while being pummeled with Sagato. Finally a reason on CNN. What's the main difference between Sega and the SNES sound audio chips? Pretty sure the Super Nintendo, the audio chip on that one was past chiptunes. It was actually a more advanced processor developed by Sony, where the Yamaha one on the Sega didn't have that capability. So that's why everything on the Genesis sounds a lot more chiptuned. But personally, I'm kind of more of a fan of the Genesis just because I'm biased because I grew up with it. But yeah.
This victory strengthens the
Apology,
soul
fake
of
news.
Nightmare. You win!
Oh yeah, no question. Genesis, in my mind, will always be better. It just had a much better...
Battle 2,
I think the limitations of that chip led to much more creativity in terms of music and what those were doing most of the time. Oh, no. Rolled into that one, that was my bad.
Nightmare was seriously wounded, but the
Big Toe Jam and Earl.
still burns.
Are you wrestling some co-op? I think he's about to finish up his X-Band video. I know he's getting footage tonight.
3,
I think he's playing with some of the former creators, the guys that are working on the project to get that thing going. So I think he's actually getting footage of it tonight. So your ATB is a turn on. Just wait for your turn. Oh, nice. Let's see here. Streets of Rage 2. Oh, yeah, freaking, the new Streets of Rage. I remember that one's coming out. Yes, 50. It is a guest character requirement. Yeah, kind of just branching the fighting game, making it more lucrative to more people. Great games, but the only console that could play copies without changing anything on the console. Who bought Comic Zone when it came out? I did. Freaking love that game. Started the X-Men video. Yeah, I was checking some of my messages when we were talking about it. Yeah, he's been working on it since I was when I was freaking doing a training deployment last year. So yeah, he's been working on it since the middle of middle of 2018. Oh god, you Vector, man, love that game. My mom's 15. Dang, your mom's young, man. Ugh. Oh, yo, combos. Oh, damn it.
Nightmare was seriously wounded.
The Gorilla Jones single, looking for a mingle.
You lose.
52. That's not that old.
Battle 4.
Which means you guys got to experience all the sweet stuff when it came out. Okay. Oh, no! Try it out, Ranger.
Nightmare was seriously wounded, but the soul still burns.
The free.
You lose.
Yeah, 32 here.
9. Welcome back to the stage of history. Nightmare. Battle 1. Fight.
You pause it so I can rewind the. Pause it so I can drink wine and read the chat here. So we're trying to revive X-Band for like 15 years ago. Yeah, actually there are guys that are working on it right now and they have it pretty much functional. I think they have a Raspberry Pi connection, or they were working on some other like board type device you could order and set and use that. But I don't know, it's pretty interesting. I know Yahel's going to cover all of it in the documentary. You should be dropping it here. I want to say either beginning of, yeah, probably beginning of next month. It's almost there. Pick of garlic. Hmm. See, where the heck's Jimmy Hoffa? Yeah, I missed Sega too. I think that's why I've been kind of sitting out this generation. I've just missed Sega too much. But, oh, there we go.
This victory
Yeah.
strengthens the soul of Nightmare.
This meant
You win.
was racing.
もう引き返せないんだよ
Battle 2. Fight.
Oh. Nightmare doesn't get many hugs. Okay, no. Oh, faster.
Nightmare was seriously wounded, but the soul still burns. You lose.
お父様私は負けない
God, this game looks great.
Battle 3. Fight.
Yeah, I do have Echo the Dolphin for this system, so we can certainly play that at some point. I'm kind of enjoying this game right now. It's kind of just easy to... There we go.
This victory strengthens the soul of Nightmare.
Need to play... Yeah, I do need to get C-Man.
You win.
I do have Better Alive too. Because holy crap, that game looks great on this system.
Battle 4.
It looks better on the Dreamcast than it does on the freaking PS2. no fair, she's dodging. Got it.
This victory strengthened the soul of Nightmare.
Angry man, a bit later, dude.
You win!
But I do appreciate the donation, though. See, NBA 2K made it. Dreamcast. Oh, freaking pretty much all the 2K series are great. Pressing your handies. Yeah, I'll get you on Skype later, man.
This victory strengthened the soul of Nightmare.
I have not played Cannon Spike, and I'm looking into getting that, but it's like, I think it's $80 in Dreamcast now, or something like that.
Battle 2.
It's so day to be alive. So, see, Saturn only really hit metro areas. Yeah, pretty much, growing up in Northern California, I only had like one buddy who actually had a Saturn just because of how bad they screwed the proof with the launch and pissed off all the retailers. She's ducking? That's no fair.
Nightmare was seriously wounded.
Yeah, Seaman's really up there now too. I mean, there's a couple of Dreamcast games, like Cannon Spike, Power Stone 2, Seaman, there's a couple others I think that got kind of expensive. Did dated a girl who owned a Saturn. Let's have to break up with her. Saturn was out, my friends were Super Nintendo, Mortal Kombat 2. Man, I remember freaking when I was a kid, like typing in the code to get extra blood in Mortal Kombat on my Genesis. Oh, sick.
Nightmare was seriously wounded, but the soul still burned.
I need to get the fish controller. I really want to get that.
Battle 4, fight!
Wait, you can play it with those? Really, Sander? Ugh. Really weird cat. It looked like a Navi. Wow.
Nightmare was seriously wounded, but the soul still burns. You lose!
Or one thing I don't like about this game, they removed the weapons meter.
9, 8, 7, 6. Welcome back to the stage of history.
I had to look up and Saturn out like you made the right decision. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Ninja Master, what's up, man?
Fight!
Oh, damn, shit's hard. Got it. There we go. Hair faster.
This victory
It's not under my bed. It's next to my bed.
nightmare.
Speaking lies.
You
Well, it's good to hear you're not working tonight, Gabber. Otherwise, your sleep studies would be kind of odd off tonight. Certainly the right stream. So that's good. Oh, God. There we go.
This victory strengthens the soul of Nightmare.
Went back and watched your Red Dawn video. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Battle 3, fight!
Pause for some more while I catch up on the chat here. It's kind of going way too fast. God. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I just have this 38 next to my bed. You should read about somebody grabbing the cylinder so you can't fire a repeat shot. Oh, there we go.
This victory strengthens the soul.
That would require them to close it, you know.
You win!
Sidore. It's like a black exploitation film that you're going for, Gorilla Jones. It's like, I'm gonna get you, sucker. Oh, here we go.
Nightmare
Hell yeah, John.
versus Inferno. Battle 1, fight!
Ooh. Jesus. He is better than I am.
Nightmare was seriously wounded, but the soul still burns. You lose.
Wu-Tang Clan? Wu-Tang Clan? Wu-Tang Clan.
Battle 2, fight!
Talking about the album or their game I'm not aware of? Martel, how's it going? Oh, God. Ugh.
Nightmare was seriously wounded, but the soul still burns. You lose.
My pride.
Battle 3, fight!
God.
Nightmare was
Well, that hurt.
seriously wounded, but the soul still burns.
Just worried about someone grabbing the cylinders and about someone grabbing the slide. Yeah, pretty much.
9, 8, 7, 6.
That's why I always hated Army combatives.
Come back to
Where they're like, yeah, this is just in case, you know, if someone closes on you and like you have to defend yourself. And I'm like, if they closed on me and I don't have my weapon or a bayonet, I already deserve to die. Like, this is really stupid. That's why I pretty much have a knife permanently strapped to my body armor. So good until people start hacking it. I just beat Senior tonight. Damn. You know, I never played Alien Front Online. I have a buddy who had the online stuff. Stringer's super sharp. Better watch out.
Nightmare. Inferno. Battle
No, it's one of those things I just keep strapped to my armor just because it's one of those things where I'm like, people are like, hey, you get your level 2 combative certification? I'm like, no, I got level 1. They're like, why do you have 2? And I'm like, here's my number 2 right here. And I can pull up the knife. I'm like, stupid.
out of
There
the
we go.
ring. This victory strengthens the soul of Nightmare. You win! Battle 2, fight!
Oh, God. Yes, actually. No. Oh, what? Oh, come on.
Nightmare is seriously wounded.
Oh, yeah, Propeller Arena. No, I've seen some footage of it, because that one was what? They didn't release it because of 9/11, right? Or it was, like they were going to release it right after.
Fight!
Oh, shit, Jimmy, what's up, man? I guess I should say dogs. Jimmy, let me know if you want to join as always. Okay.
This victory
God, man, I'm living
strengthens
inside.
the soul of Nightmare. You win!
This doesn't steal teams.
Battle 4, fight!
Oh, crap. You chain in a basement? What now? Yeah, they claim 9/11 for why they didn't release it. Yeah, I've heard that one. Because I know, like, there's what, a coded version that's been leaked that some people have set up. Apparently it's a decent game for the most part. But then also, like, the Dreamcast had a really odd thing where, like, they didn't release an actual official Dreamcast light gun because because of Columbine happening. So that they did that, so, like, the only light gun available was the one Mad Catz made for it. So Dreamcast is really odd. We're not going to release this because X scenario going on around that period. Ah. Well, yeah, it did eventually, but it wasn't.
Seriously wounded, but the soul still
Really, you went to Columbine? Oh, damn.
You lose.
Or was it Columbine? Yeah, I think it was.
Final battle, fight!
Yeah. Yeah, but like Sega decided it was in poor taste to release a gun around that time because of something. Wow. Ah. Oh, I'm done. Oh, come on. Okay, it's either here, man.
Seriously wounded, but
Waiting
the
that entire
soul still burns.
tragedy.
You lose.
Oh, yeah, the freaking battery operated squirt guns. I remember seeing those in the movie,
8. Welcome back
What was it,
to the stage of history.
Airhead. It's with Brendan Fraser. I just remember this coming out, like, at that time in my life, my father was very, like, guns are not toys. So, pretty much, I had no toy guns, like, not even Nerf guns growing up.
Nightmare.
Remember seeing those? The only Super Soaker I was allowed to have was the one with the giant green reservoir on it.
Battle 1, fight.
Oh, yeah, Adam Sandler was in that. Yeah, I forgot about that. come on, I was bringing my sword around up.
This victory
Oh, yeah, freaking yeah, Doom and all that. I remember that.
Nightmare. You win.
You ever, like, reading about them, like, Masters of Doom? Like, they had to hire security and stuff like that because they're getting tons of death threats after that event happened. Manson is overrated and weird. I paid my word. My horse to make it a toy. I guess visually, yeah. Lemmy or God? God? No, Lemmy is God. Good question. Come on. There we go.
This victory strengthens the soul of Nightmare. You win.
Need more wine, yeah, for sure, man.
Battle 3, fight.
Ah! Oh, now he gets hard?
Nightmare was seriously wounded.
Fact about Lemmy.
Soul still burns. You lose. Battle 4, fight.
Liability laws, I didn't know that. Once made toast on a Sunday. Yeah, the tragic thing about school shooters is like this is really, it's just a tragedy. Really, there's no way to really. Honestly, I lack words on how to discuss such a topic. Just because of how just tragic it is for pretty much everyone involved in such a circumstance. Yeah.
Nightmare.
I just got wrecked. Ugh.
The soul still burns. You
Yeah, Lemmy did pass away. Unfortunately, he had some terminal cancer, I think. But apparently there was some like arcade game he absolutely loved at a bar near his house.
Fight.
Yeah, just sorry, yeah. Gotta be careful when you get me going. I've had about half a bottle of wine now, so we'll get kind of deep on discussion. Yeah, we should go into. Let's go back to Sega, shall we? Oh man. It was a video or something like that. Yeah, like essentially, I guess the bar owner, like, once he found out Lemmy was terminally ill, like, had to transfer to his house. You need Jimmy in here to keep you talking about like World War II and stuff. We did it. I'm on the ground.
Strengthens the soul of Nightmare.
OJ went to jail on my B-Day. There we go.
You win.
Oh, is it really Ozzy as well? Oh man. The time had come. With countless souls stolen from brave warriors, the evil sword now transformed. Siegfried, my dear son, father. Pierce me with this sword. What? Not surprised. Creepy smile. I am nothing more than illusion. Reflect back upon your sins and repent. Standing before his father's grave, he whispered to himself, is redemption possible? Sexual. Oh yeah, freaking yeah! I need to. I think GTA 2 isn't like GTA, what, London or something like that, also on the Dreamcast. I read a story that GTA 3 started development on the Dreamcast. You know, I've heard... I follow a Dreamcast-centric Facebook page, and they constantly go into discussion about whether or not GTA 3 would actually work in the Dreamcast or not, just based on the amount of RAM the system has. I beat it. It's the first game you guys are watching me beat, aside from Rise of the Robots on stream. So to celebrate, let me get some more wine. I'll be right back, gentlemen. Alright, we're back. Oh, crap, did I... No, what happened?
The legend will never die.
Ah, crap. There we go. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, because this is going via composite, it is all over the place at times. Worse, better. Gabe, I have one more shot left. Yeah. All right, so we beat Soul Calibur. Let's go and put something else. We got all kinds of stuff to check out here. So we got Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC game. Grandia 2, but that would probably require way more dedication and time on the stream than you guys are willing to commit. We got Power Stone. All right, let's do Power Stone or Echo the Dolphin. Which one do you guys want to see? I do not have Bass Fishing. I need to get that. UFC or Power Stone. Okay, so that's one for Power Stone. One for Echo. Two for Echo. Oh, Jimmy's back. All right. Okay, so that's more for Echo currently. Make your character name Best Buy. Hey, hey!
Why, hello, Ian.
Oh shit, it's Stika. How's it going, Stika?
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me on your stream.
How's it going in Portugal?
Oh, it's wonderful. You know, I really love the Dreamcast and Sega, but why don't you try playing the Sega Master System?
Oh, man.
Hey, sorry. Hey, what's up?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Just got home. It's been raining, man. It's my first day of my holiday, and I was gonna go out and film some stuff, but it's raining and it's cold again. So fuck this country. That's all I gotta say about
Screw
it.
this
How is
temperate.
it up at Potato Land?
Oh, good. Oh, crap. I hit the cable again. Wait, no, we're good.
Hit the cable again. Joe Jones thought that was it is a real guy named Stika. He really likes the Sega Master System.
It's hard to get Stika on here because he's in Portugal, so his timing is all up. So I might have to bring someone in here in a little bit later named Angry Mechanic, who keeps donating and wants to talk on Skype. So
Sure, I'll shut up. Yeah.
I'll bring him a bit later though.
Okay. Are you kidding me? Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
Man, you got your Stika one down. You got your Stika one down.
Nah, I just I watch the channel, so
Yeah, I think
I should study up for real. Get all the mannerisms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think to do me, you just got to make your voice a little deeper and more white. I don't know. How do you? Maybe a little deeper.
Do
in
you?
me.
You're hard, yeah.
Yeah.
The Sega Dreamcast. It's hard to do, man.
I figure if you can channel like Patrick Bateman, apparently that's how people say
Exactly.
my mannerisms are apparently.
Yep. His music's too black for me.
Yeah.
That's all I can remember. There simply isn't anyone there. I don't know. It's hard to do you.
Yes. I've been told that's how I talk though. That's my favorite part. I'm like, oh nice. Apparently I'm a sociopathic serial killer. All right.
Yeah, it's good. All right. I've seen people say that you sound like Jack from Jack in the Box.
Oh, I haven't
You're
heard that.
CEO of a company that kills people every year. So that's like every other company, I guess.
Oh god. Apparently the cable is making this look green as hell right now.
Yeah, it looks funny.
Yeah. Let's let me adjust this. Hang on, guys.
Yeah.
Ah,
Mamma mia.
damn SCART. Oh, hope you guys
Yeah.
like a seizure. Sorry.
Holy Lord of mercy.
Wait. Hang on. All right, wait. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're good. We're good. We're good.
The Japanese Rich Little. Who's Rich Little?
There we go. Sorry, guys. Enjoy the seizure. Hope you don't have any strokes. Sorry.
All right. Okay, it looks good now. Oh, never mind. It fucked up again. Maybe it's
HistoricNerd sounds like a less snarky classic game room guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think my issue with Lord Carnage is that
fake voice.
I don't know. He just always ended up stalling. He's like, classic game room universe, set to review everything. Kind of like that.
Everything. Yeah, it's like radio-ish.
Mhm.
Hey, John Rogers. All right, looks like it's been good on my. Oh, never mind. It's fucking up again.
Oh, come on.
What's the problem with your cable?
It's going from composite to SCART converter to SCART to HDMI.
Oh.
So this is damn it. One sec, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Gonna unplug. Sorry. One sec here. Hope you guys like the seizure. So the issue is they designed the plug with this little notch here on the side, which then presses on the power cord, which causes problems.
Oh. Yeah. The Saturn sucks. Can you ban John Rogers? Yeah, Binary Bond saying check the SCART cable to see if one of the pins hasn't gotten pushed back. Maybe a quick little wiggle and a waggle might fix that.
Yeah, I think we're good now. I think it's just it's the composite to SCART converter. It just it doesn't smoothly fit in there. It's just kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah. It's a Dreamcast. This co-host is terrible. Thank you, Angry Mechanic.
Hey, Angry, you drinking tonight? I think I'll bring you on if you've had like you were as drunk as you were the last time I brought you into chat.
Oh, okay. I don't need to face any facts. I forgot this is the Saturn hating stream.
Mm-hmm.
Angry Mechanic is fucking Genovi. Ooh. This might be Genovi's like id talking.
Sober as a judge? Really? Were you?
Why did you think he was drunk?
I don't know. It seemed like he was drunk. Thought he was drinking.
Well, now. When did you have him on?
This was almost like a month or so ago.
Okay. Guess I wasn't around then.
Yeah, I think I was doing it with my buddy Andrew. So.
Alrighty.
Can I just play a game without? You need to grab one of my like bigger VMUs with less. We got a new game. Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
This is the stream where all the drunks go to. That's how I want it.
Pretty much.
Let's see. Do I have any VR? No, I do not. I played some. I know my brother has an Oculus, so I've thought about bugging him, but I haven't really gotten into it yet. Honestly, I'm kind of waiting for like Gen 2. I just really haven't felt like being an early adopter of that.
Yeah. Props to all the people who were early adopters to move that technology forward, but yeah, I wasn't gonna fuck with that either.
I guess I don't know. This when I was looking at it, I was like, $700. I'm like, ooh.
Mm.
Oh, you have one? Check out Samsung Odyssey. Okay.
500 years.
HistoricNerd playing VR, like I drink and do VR at the same time. Just, just watching me just vomit.
They set out to explore the great
Mm.
unknown.
Yeah, I fucked around with VR, like the cell phone VR, just for like some sort of event, but I've never done gaming in VR. I'm wondering. I remember back in the day, like when PlayStation VR came out, all the electronic shops around here had like little kind of like areas set up where you could try it out, but it was under some sort of weird reservation system, and you had to like be some sort of member of several things to use it. And I was like, that's stupid. Nobody's there. So that turned me off to it. It's a little bit too late for me.
Yeah, I think PSVR is definitely a great entry level like system for a lot of folks. I've seen some good stuff for that one. I know they did like what was it, like a Rogue Squadron type game for it, and some other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some pretty cool stuff. Like for a while, Game Day was doing a lot of VR stuff. So it was like John Riggs.
Yeah, he was too, but like, Game Dave stopped, I guess. But I think he probably got busy editing for other folks, I think.
Yes, that, and I guess having a kid, and also like the VR stuff never really took off. So
God, I remember like he showed his kid off on his YouTube channel. I was like, man. I was sitting there thinking, like, my wife would never let me do that.
I know. I was a bit surprised that he did that.
I was like, man.
It's
And
a pretty private
my
channel.
daughter is fucking adorable. Putting that out there.
Yeah, I've seen her. I've seen her. She's all right. She's very cute. She just didn't like panels on import gaming.
No, she didn't like the fact that she was trapped on an airplane that was like freaking flying into Portland, and they had to like go to freaking North Washington and then land and then come up to freaking Portland again. Oh, my daughter was having just an awful day, and my wife was having an even worse day because the flight was delayed by like 4 hours. It was bullshit.
We'll just have to, round to it since you said you might not be working, right?
Yeah, I shouldn't have. There shouldn't be any range quals I have to do that month because we're getting back from NTC, so we shouldn't have anything huge we have to do.
Sweet. Yeah, you've heard of the Game On Expo?
Is that the one in Arizona or Southern California?
Yes, it's Arizona. So, I might actually be going to that.
Oh.
Because I have a work thing in Canada at the end of August, but I might just come in for the whole of August and just be in the States, and I'm gonna go to Vancouver and maybe hang out with a Happy Cancel Gamer.
Hell yeah.
So, dude, if you I know it's a little bit, I know it's still a little bit far, but you're kind of in a good area. You can drive in, fly in.
Maybe I'd have to.
Just in case, in case you're free.
Have to look. I know I can definitely do Portland. I'm pretty sure. Worst case scenario, I can always like do some kind of like alternate makeup thing for my army job for that one. But I don't know about Arizona though.
Okay. Well, just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and reject me
Oh,
live.
Sanders in there. I'm sorry.
Sanders Trevor. There you go. Arizona. Let's see. I wish a chick would ask me to point my bottlenose at her to talk.
I love girl.
That'll get you in trouble in the current year. Binary, but VR gives me nausea, so I don't use the PSVR or Oculus much. Pretty much a waste of money for him. That's unfortunate. Yeah, some people get real sick from that shit. It's kind of like how back in the day people used to get sick from this kind of graphics.
Oh yeah, like anything
Which I never got.
Well, anything like 3D environment, yeah, it was kind of making people sick. Original Echo was a chance trip. Oh yeah, absolutely. If you read the freaking console wars, and they talk about the development, they're like, yeah, man, I read this book about the perspective of the world through a whale.
Wasn't it all based on was it John Lilly? Is that his name?
Yeah, what book was it? It was a book that was basically like the history of America through the perspective of a humpback whale or some crap like that. And yeah, it was man, it was just listening to like the way they described it in the book. I'm like, man, that is an acid trip. But like, but honestly, looking back and like how when I played freaking Echo on the Genesis back in the day with my brother and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, that is an acid trip. I'm like, I don't remember what I need to do. Like, you have to talk to some people, do some challenges, have some rocks fall. Nice tail work there. Oh, okay, tutorial, I gotta do that. History of America via humpback whale. Hashtag. Yeah. But so it's all rainy and cold in Japan right now?
Yeah, all of a sudden. It started getting nice and warm, and I was finally ready for the short springtime. Everything started blooming, all the beautiful sakura trees, all that shit.
Okay.
But then it rained. And so no one could enjoy it the first day of the
Yeah.
Golden Week.
So I've been, did I tell you I've been working on my backyard? Like, that was like last stream, I was like bright red.
Yeah, I remember
Like,
you were like
so-
a tomato.
Yeah, yeah, I got my sprinkler system in, and then I went and paid and had hydro seed put down. And I'm sitting there wondering if I got ripped off or not, or if the guy even put a seed mix when he sprayed the stuff down, because it's like I'm on like day 7 and I don't see any grass yet, so I'm like, like, come on, dude.
You got sold magic beans.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to feel that way, and I'm like, God damn it, because I paid $289, and like I should have just paid the $700 and bought sod and been done with it by now. So I'm starting to, I don't know, technically they say 7 to 10 days is when it's going to pop up, so I might see something tomorrow, but if I don't, I'm going to be real pissed.
Well, yeah, well, you know, at least you'll have Hitman DVDs springing up here and there.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of grass.
I got that.
I see. Looking at the chat real quick, you can open a black hole with big rigs over the road racing. I guess it's a VR game. They're playing hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. Okay. Is it time for the Pen Is Festival yet? The Dick Jam? I don't know. You know what's funny? It's like I was talking to some Japanese people and they don't know about that. Like everybody outside your country knows all the fucked up stuff, but most people here, they just don't pay it any mind. People say you got duped. Spread some rice on your lawn. I think that's Oasis.
That'll work.
Rick and Morty VR.
Oh, yeah, that one's pretty funny. I've seen
Look at the
some of
big brains on Binary Bond.
that. Oh, God, yeah.
Dixon did live in Japan for a few years. Was it military?
Oh, he was Navy for, I think, 10 years.
Navy. All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Be like my pop. Let's see.
God, I forgot how much I loved how much the Dreamcast looked on a CRT, because it has like a natural freaking anti-aliasing effect to it. It looks great.
Oh, so is that why you're doing the composite setup?
Well, yeah, because I'm in my garage, I don't have a HD TV out here yet. It's probably my next purchase for this area.
You know, I saw it at like one of these used shops the other day. They had a Victor PVM for $20.
Ooh, what?
And I was like, I can't take it home, so I'd have to get them to send it for another 10. So I might go back and get it. Yeah,
PVM for $30. That's not a bad deal, man.
yeah. I was thinking about getting one of those old Sony Trinitrons that they made for like the MSX. They have like the direct RGB in. Looks pretty good.
I tell you, I got the 3D glasses for the Master System.
No.
Yeah, that actually it's remarkably good looking.
All right, sweet. So you could play some of the games I have, which is I have like Megumi Rescue and Maze Worker. And I know there's like a shooting game like Outrun, or not Outrun.
Yeah, there's like a
Space Area
like,
3D.
Yeah, it's like 3D. Oh wait, is there a Space Area 3D? Freaking Master
yeah,
System?
in Japan anyway.
Oh shit, I'll have to check that out. That sounds kind of cool.
It's pretty cheap. So
Yeah, it's probably cheap
if you
because I
want me to
know.
pick you one up.
Yeah, let me know. Is the Master System, is it region locked or no?
I think you just need to get a converter because the pin arrangement's different.
Ah.
The best thing probably to do would be get like a Japanese Master System because it has the 3D built on it, has FM sound built in, and it also you just get like a converter. I'm sure they're cheap in the States. Actually, you know what, the opposite is probably cheaper. Let's see. Check out EMU VR or MUVR. It's a VR 90s game room with realistic CRTs. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Moss is really good. I agree. Let's see. CR2s look so good. I agree. Am I going to do another MSX stream anytime? Well, it depends. Depends if...
Well, I thought you were going to be doing one not too long ago.
I'll do one during this Golden Week, but... Like I told you, man, fucking Yahel poisoned me. It's like if I didn't put any like videos out for a while, I don't want to stream. 'Cause it looks bad. It looks selfish, you know.
Oh god, I've been.
Not that it fucking matters.
I tell you, I've been working on the Point Break video.
Mm.
Oh my god.
It's been in the works for a while, hasn't it?
Well, yeah. So I finally started writing the script. I'm on like page 5 now, and I'm barely past the intro, and I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be an hour-long video where I just bitch about the Point Break remake.
Shit, I watched that. I watched that twice.
It'll be.
I was watching some of your older ones again, just kind of in the background. Those are good.
Yeah, the movie ones are oddly enough they're doing really well for some reason. I don't know why. And like my Longest Day one seems to be doing really well also. I'm like, that was kind of a bad one, I thought, but apparently people like it. Here, I'm gonna go and switch over to Power Stone because I can never remember what to do in Echo the Dolphin unless I'm paying like 100% attention.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Here, I'll give you guys the.
Echo was never really that much of an exciting series anyway. Nice, good.
Always visually interesting, at
Good
least.
looking.
But like,
good looking,
yeah.
And there's some kind of neat lore to it, but
like, unless you're paying 100% attention, the game is just hard.
oh yeah.
All right, where did the Echo?
Apparently, it was supposed to have a sequel. That would have been nice.
Oh yeah,
It's also
actually,
a PS2 version,
God,
right?
what? I was watching a video not too long about that, about Echo 2, and how far they got with that one.
Dixon saying the carts are shaped different. Probably talking about Master
Oh,
System.
something to do. What's up, man? Oh yeah, freaking
Something
Gary
to do.
Busey, man,
What's
freaking
up?
fantastic in Point Break.
The Busey. I always think of Gary Busey in Predator 2 just getting sliced in half though,
Oh man,
and also him losing his mind.
I always
love Gary Busey.
I always think back to the Comedy Central show I'm with Busey.
Oh yeah.
God, that was the best.
That was nuts. That was like right before Comedy Central started sucking. I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Sanders Trevor, is this Kid Shoryuken? No. If it was Jim, it'd sound like this. And it's awesome. He kind of sounds like classic gaming room. Kid Shoryuken, good friend of mine. You know, just saw him a couple months ago. We got real drunk and we didn't wake up till like the evening. So that's what always happens.
Nice. Is that
Yeah.
in when you were visiting after Portland?
That was no, that was like that was like in March.
Or was he in Japan?
Early March. Kid Shoryuken, he lives in Tokyo.
Oh
so,
shit, okay.
yeah. So yeah, I've known Jim for a long time.
Hmm.
Yeah, shut up
Oh, yeah.
about Gary. Says
never.
the person who brought up Gary. That's okay. A little bit. I understand. Gary is your husbando. We'll shut up about him.
Gary Busey's my wife, though.
I was thinking of Willem Dafoe as like less crazy Gary Busey for some reason.
Just,
Something about it.
but William Dafoe has like the acting chops, where Gary Busey just shows up and it's Gary Busey. In every
Hey, we're not
movie.
allowed to talk about Gary Busey, buddy.
No, fuck that. I'm talking about Gary Busey. He's fantastic.
Yeah, Willem
Mr.
Dafoe's
Busey's fantastic. They messed up faces. Oh, I'm gonna get rocked. I always suck at this game.
Powers 1 2.
I'm still looking to get an American copy of that, but it's like $80 now, I think, here.
Yeah. You sure you don't want the Japanese copy?
Are Dreamcast region locked or no?
You just need a boot disc, and one of the major downfalls, right, was how easy it was to get a boot disc. You just burn it to a CDR.
Well, eh. And I kind of I honestly, if I start collecting Japanese stuff, it's just going to be downhill from there, and I'll never have room in my house again.
Oh, Gorilla Jones. It's funny. You used to think Willem Dafoe was Gary Busey. I had a friend that was the same way. Is it true that Japan hates weebs more than the West? I think so. Maybe 30 years ago, no. But today, with this all, you have to embrace everyone everyone's beautiful in their own way, even the weeaboos. I think that probably Japan hates weebs more. What is a weeb? the less you know. Gary Busey and Nick Nolte are the same person theory. I can see that too. They're like the old Tobey Maguire.
Oh yeah, freaking
Tobey
Nick
Maguire
Nolte, yeah.
and is it a gay Japanese guy? Who? A weeb?
I always felt like I
Western
always,
is a thing, yes.
I always felt like Nick Nolte was like a higher budget Gary Busey.
Yeah, one of the greatest mugshots of all time too.
I just remember after like he remember that the Hulk movie with Eric Bana?
Oh yeah, I was just thinking about that. He sicks his giant mutant poodle
Yeah.
to kill Hulk.
Like this goes off on like he worked for the government for a while. It's like, oh, where they all doing this stuff and killing innocent people. It's like, dude, you killed your wife. And you're talking about this.
That was a very strange.
Yeah, like
That was a weird like attempt. That was Ang Lee, right?
Yeah, that was very much like the most comic book formatted of all the Marvel films. But man, that was bad.
Yeah, they used like one of those transition packs you'd buy at like CompUSA back in the day for like 1999.
Mm-hmm.
It was all these weird fucking transitions. I was like, I guess that's supposed to be like a comic book, but
Yeah,
it's like PowerPoint transitions. Some of them,
Mm-hmm. I always loved how South Park called it like, oh, independent films are just gay cowboys eating beans. And then, like, seriously enough, like 3 years later, freaking Brokeback Mountain goes and wins an Oscar.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know you prefer real games, but as soon as I get the server deployed, I'll give you an account where we have all the Dreamcast games you want. From Jeremy Dixon.
Oh, man. That's going to be too much power for me.
And then Angry Mechanic is hashtagging. He's keeping you relevant on social media. That's good.
Oh, that's good to hear.
You need to do that these days. And their Hulk with Edward Norton, yeah, that was the Let's Get to Avengers Hulk, and then they got rid of him. Or what's his name?
What was it? I guess there was a lot of drama between Marvel and Norton for some reason. I think it was
I heard they didn't even tell him.
I thought it was like Norton, like I guess he like rewrote a lot of the script, and apparently they either axed a lot of his parts and refused to give him a credit or something like that. There was just a lot of drama there, but ultimately I'm just kind of like, the Hulk has never really worked in a standalone film. I mean, like a TV show, I think that was great in like the 70s and 80s when that one was there, but...
Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, that was great. It's like, until they can quell the rage that dwells within him. But I don't know, the Hulk's always been kind of one of those, like, fun character, but I guess they just kept making the same movie over and over again, and it's like, people are kind of tired of this, man. Everyone knows the Hulk origin story.
Binary Bond says there's a Google Drive link with all US Dreamcast games in GDI format, so...
Oh, damn.
And apparently there's also the European and Japanese ones, too. Yeah, Hulk doesn't work because of his fucking pants.
Oh, yeah, he did write American History X, yeah.
Oh, did he? Damn.
Yeah.
That movie's...
Or he rewrote it, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I always think... you ever seen that old... Like, one of the early... What is it? Fucking Best of the Worsts? Where I think they had the Canadian guy on there. One of the Canadian guys for the first time. They reviewed the Incredible Bulk.
Oh, yeah.
This, like, shitty movie
God,
where they
that
just
was
use
like...
a bunch of, like...
That was like 5 years ago, wasn't it?
That was like 5+ years ago, dude. Yeah.
But I remember watching
I
Red
can
Letter
never
Media.
take Hulk
I remember watching them when they were like exclusively on Blip.
Yep, they were doing the same thing you did.
Yeah, oh god, but it worked out for them. But then again, they're also good at making content though, so it's kind of a difference between them and
don't
me.
sell your short. Don't sell yourself short. You might not have the beautiful laugh of a Rich Evans.
Oh
but...
god. Yeah, like I remember watching like Best of the Worst, and like my wife was like, "You need to turn that off because that laugh is just the worst." Like literally, like I was trying to get my wife into it. She's like, "Yeah, I'd like this. If that dude if he just stopped laughing, I could watch this show."
He hasn't been in too many really crazy laugh. laugh sprees.
I love how it's been pretty clear that they've dedicated a mic to him, so they can like actually artificially cut his laugh down.
Yeah, they just cut it out.
Yeah.
I just love how Mike treats Rich like shit all the time. Sometimes I feel bad for Rich.
Yeah.
They've been friends for so long.
I know, but they have the best rapport though in terms of like how.
Oh yeah.
But they also have like really good. I don't know, like these Rich Evans and then the two of them. They just have a really good chemistry, and also like just they know films quite well, which really makes it work.
You ever hear them talk about how they destroyed Rich Evans' grandmother's house?
No, I haven't heard of that one.
Oh, it's a very old like video, I'm sure, but they talk about that and it's pretty crazy. They did it for some shitty movie they were making because his grandma died and like they just had this house.
Oh shit, that's funny.
They didn't want that shit, so like let's just destroy everything. Let's see. The Hulk's pants scale with his size, dumb. Yes, very dumb. See, at least at least with the Watchmen movie, they weren't afraid to show like the Dr. Manhattan dong in all its giant glory. Marvel and Disney, they're not ready for that. So no, Disney will never do a Doctor Doom movie, which Fox was planning before the buyout. Well, you never say never, but if it's Disney, I don't know.
Is it going to be an extension of Fantastic Four stick? But
Fantastic Four stick, that stupid poster, yeah, man. John Rogers is asking if you ever played the SNES Hulk game.
SNES? No, I never did. I played the one that came out on Xbox like years later. Angry Mechanic Game Time. Yeah, I'll bring you in on a sec, man. Just log on.
Downline Tim. Yeah. Stream needs more likes. We're at 17, so that's pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, crap. Too busy reading chat to pay attention to the game.
Yeah, bring on your buddy.
Yeah.
And then the Watchmen now a part of the DC universe, like officially. I don't know about that.
Yeah, but I'll be right back. 1 second.
All right. Look at that Fash Boy haircut, man. Yeah, Disney does own too much of every IP ever, and that's why I fucking hate Disney now. Back when Disney was Disney, I was like, yeah, they make great animated movies, and now they own everything. And like back in the day, like it's a few years ago when Disney bought like Marvel, and when they bought Star Wars, there was this big promise, like, oh, Disney's this respected company, they know what they're doing, but now everybody knows it's all bullshit. It was a lie. It's like hooking up with a girl with makeup. The next morning, you're like, oh. Joker calls Dr. Manhattan Dr. Blue Balls. Okay. All right. Angry Mechanic, give it a minute. I guess I don't know what Ian's doing, but you can talk about Star Wars, and I hope you talk shit about Star Wars. And Captain Retro can come in and try to argue the other point. Disney has slowly become the EA of movies. That's a very good way of looking at it. 316 what ups. Whoa, didn't know they made it. You're risking killing the system. What is that? Binary Bond. GDMU. Dick said, don't let Angry Mechanic on. Well, the duel of the super chats. I think that's up for our big man Ian to decide. It's a trap.
Oh shit, Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy is revolting.
Throw my headphones here.
7 Beetle, should the Watchmen be a part of DC? Just so the Joker can call him Dr. Blue Balls.
Dude, not.
This comedian should be calling him Dr. Blue Balls.
Mm-hmm. Shit. So I think Jeremy has donated $2 more than Angry Mechanic has.
Oh shit! You're gonna turn into one of those big time streamers? Like, no. Well, you just have to donate more super chats, and don't even mention anything in the chat. I'm not reading it unless I see some sort of comment.
I remember when you did your April Fool's one last year, and people were like legit buying it. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I think Dixon gave me some money after that. Thank you, Jeremy. But he was the only one who was like, "Fine, be that way," something like that. People were like, "These new rules are terrible."
God, that was
dot,
funny.
dot, dot. I was like, yep.
Hey,
It's,
DJ, what's
DJ
up, man?
Furbo. What's up, dude?
Let's see, where's
Well-
my Skype functionality here?
The clone GDEMU has been great. Do the original how do you call it? The GDMU? Do they still make those things? Oh shit, I forgot to start pimping out your Patreon. Thank you, Jeremy.
Damn it!
Damn. We're still waiting on the
let's see
official video. You waiting to get those carts in so you can dangle some shinies in front of everyone's face?
Wait, what was that? One more time?
You're gonna ever do an official video where you can dangle those little twinkly, sparkly cartridges? It's like,
Oh,
look,
that
shiny,
one, yeah.
guys.
Well, I need to rework the price on that one. I have that set to like 15 a cartridge or something like that, and I'm like, that's way too much. I need to actually figure that out, like in terms of like balancing it out economically.
All right, I can't do anything to Jeremy. I was gonna give him a timeout, but he's a fucking he's a blue wrench too. So I can only block, report, or go to channel. I guess I'll go to channel.
See, I don't remember what name Angry Mechanic has on Skype.
Just tell him to give you a message.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to work your email. Ah. So I vote Ian add to everyone to chat. If we do that, I'd have to go over to
The Discuck.
yeah, Discuck, yeah. I mean, the way we'd have to do that. Let's see here.
Yeah, if you want to,
Yeah, we could jump in there and do an audience participation one for like a half hour.
it works.
Let's do that.
That's cool. Jeremy's taking your gerbs. He is, man.
Oh, is he? Oh, God.
They took your gerbs. I haven't. Should rewatch some of the old South Parks. I've been watching a little bit of the old WWF shit, on YouTube, little clips here and there, and it kind of makes me reminisce. It kind of makes me wish I would have watched it past like '99. But it's funny. Like I would want to watch that South Park where they talk about wrestling, because that's a perfect summation of that era.
Wrestling. Yeah, wrestling.
It ain't wrestling.
That's Garrett. Let's see.
Disney's already censoring older Family Guy episodes. What?
Really? That's tragic if they're doing that.
Good lord. I've been dwelling on wrestling too. Mario E.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
there
like-
he is.
You good?
Yeah, I'm trying to find him here.
Especially Walt Disney hating Jew jokes. Oh, that's why. Even beyond the grave, Walt Disney. I don't think Walt Disney was a real controlling censorship kind of guy, unless you're a fucking con.
So yeah, here's the thing. Like Walt Disney was kind of a monster in terms of destroying people that didn't do what he wanted to
Didn't
do.
like him.
Well, when a bunch of animators quit and they went to start their own studio, and he's like, you know what I did? I went and gave all their names to the House Committee on Un-American Activities. They were all comics. And just completely sank their
God
studio.
bless the House of Mouse.
Yeah,
God bless.
that's pretty much.
Oh.
Let's see here. I'll bring. Where is he?
They'll censor everything. Yeah, nowadays they'll censor everything.
Yeah, I don't think you're online, man.
Maybe he's on invisible mode.
Yeah, let's see. I added him. We'll see what happens. We'll do this for
All
a
right,
bit,
well,
and then yeah,
I heard the audio change, so it looks like somebody's in here.
we'll see.
Or no.
No
It's just
idea.
us.
Wait. Oh, unavailable. Send an invite. So yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Okay. Always takes way too long. Especially Walt Disney
Better-
hating. I could see why they'd go after that. I'm just really hoping that Disney renews the Orville because they just bought Fox.
Oh boy. They're gonna mix the Orville with the Star Wars universe.
Well, the funny thing is, on the Orville, they actually they actually showed one of the Star Wars movies.
Oh really?
So Star Wars exists within the Orville
Alright.
universe.
You know what's weird is everybody loves that movie Shazam that came out, right? but all the regular DC superheroes exist in that universe as their products and also as real people, right?
Mhm.
So I hope that if they, they're talking about Star Wars, that means they're not going to bring Darth Vader baking cookies for everybody. Hey guys, look who's here! We opened up a time warp and a fucking dimension warp, and we're in the Lilat system or whatever the fuck. That's Star Fox, but whatever. Disney probably wasn't a pedophile. That's good to know, but can't say the same about Nickelodeon.
You want to be a star, don't you?
You want to be a star? Oh boy, huh?
Oh boy.
Oh.
Well, better about I love Orville. Hell yeah, man! Friggin' way better than that garbage Discovery.
Yeah, everybody loves the Orville over fucking Discovery.
I make the mistake once in a while of actually looking at the Discovery fan pages and just the amount of apologists on there. It's just outstanding. Or no, astronomical. It makes no sense to me. But
yeah. Gorilla Jones, you should get some sleep. You're a very kind fella, though. Some nice things to say.
All right, catch you later, man. Always good seeing you, dude.
He should sleep. I don't know if he's going to, though.
But yeah, it's. I think people have complained about hanging out my streams too long. Anyway, they're like, you should have stopped earlier. I wanted to sleep.
Oh god, you're an ableist.
All right.
Let's go for the real thing. I probably don't make it. I guess talking about GDMU.
No, I won't. Yeah, I forgot. I was looking at the. I watched. Was it Binary Forge or whatever it is, or whatever that show, like the YouTube channel. So I've had just enough wine where I can't remember things accurately anymore.
Binary Forge, is it like a Star Trek channel?
Or no, Digital Forge, sorry.
Digital Foundry?
That's it, Digital Foundry.
Okay, yeah, with John Linneman.
Yeah, I was watching their thing. They were doing a whole take on the Dreamcast HDMI.
Now, what did they have to say about it?
That was good.
Oh, cool. The new HDMI.
Email your name so I can add you. See, here's the thing, Angry Mechanic. I thought you already had it. Because I see a guy named Jared Mechanic, which I thought was you, but apparently not.
How many angry mechanics do you know? Jim Mechanic? Stacy Mechanic? Yeah, Digital Foundry, I remember when I was on that 24-hour stream with My Life in Gaming, that guy came on for a little bit. We didn't... I think me and Voltar were making too many Kevin Spacey jokes for him and me to get friendly with each other. but it was a good time. It was a good time.
One sec.
I believe in innocent before proven guilty. Yeah, but Dan Schneider, the Nickelodeon guy, he seems like he's pretty fucking guilty. And John Cristofalusi did nothing. Okay, I don't know. Can't say that he did nothing wrong.
Let me look at my Skype ID here. I've never heard this damn thing.
Dixon's gonna stay up even though he's gotta go fishing.
Ooh.
Go fishing with what is his name? Al Neri from The Godfather. You guys should do a podcast. What do you want to do? You want to do a podcast, Ian?
We should do a podcast.
We should do a podcast that no one will watch.
We should do a podcast and try to avoid saying Hitler.
Yeah, the Hitler Gaming, Ultimate Hitler
Gaming. Damn it! We did what we said we wouldn't do already. Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing, everybody? I hope you have a very Hitler evening out there. Fuck. Yep. The Final Solution podcast.
Oh, good. God damn it.
The Final Solution ... for not having to blow in your cartridges anymore. It would be fun to do a podcast, Yeah,
there we go. I sent you my Skype ID. Go ahead and message me here. the Don't Say Hitler podcast. Hey, Rex Warden, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, he hasn't been around for a little bit, at least when I've been around.
He's been busy. Let's see. Oh, crap.
Satanic. Yep.
Oh god, man, he's suplexing me.
I've heard Don K had some questionable material, and he dated young girls who I guess worked for him or were fans. It's funny. I found out all about that while I was doing my video on his game. I was like, oh shit.
Ugh.
Well, I'm not gonna address this because who cares? It has nothing to do with anything. Well, I mean, you know, Rex is Hitler, is what John Rogers says. Damn, we lost. Disappeared from the interwebs due to critical annoyance with most people. I understand that. I get that way too.
Now, why is my phone receiving this call and not my laptop? That's really annoying. I just got the call from American Mechanic. Give me a second, Adam. Hang on.
All right. Drop $1 when you say Hitler podcast. We'll be making a lot of Streamlabs. Every time you donate, you get a little Hitler voice clip.
Oh Jesus!
And not even address it though. It's just like, what was that? We're moving during a Straussen.
Oh,
Like what?
like, whoa! What's going on here? Oh shit! Oh god, I did that wrong. Hang on. One sec, John. Yeah, one sec. I did that completely wrong.
Oh, okay.
Got so many random buttons here.
Oh, look, Kevin Ball is here. What's up, dude? Share pics of that Monogatari.
Yeah.
Monogatari game. Like Mado Monogatari? Oh, Kaze. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Nanatsu Kaze no Shima Monogatari.
Now, why is it
What?
I added him as I connected him, but now I can't find him here. Huh.
Fund the Fourth Reich. Oh dear. I had to practice washing girls' feet during nursing school today. I never knew girls' feet could feel that bad. Yeah, they do. They just tend to mask it better, or maybe it's the way their shoes are shaped, pushes that stink behind them, so you never have to smell it. Let's see. Nursing schools for people who want to hate humanity on a deeper level. Oof. Didn't call you. Too many Johns here. Alright, this is the No Johns Club. Only one John allowed.
Here, one second. I'm gonna hang up on you really quick, and I'll recall you back.
Sure.
Hey, bud.
Let's see if this worked.
Hey, can you hear me, Historic?
Yeah, you sound good, man.
Nice, dude. Nice. How you doing tonight?
Fantastic. So we got Jimmy in here as well. There we go.
Jimmy,
All right.
what's going
Hey.
on, bud?
Hey, man, this is the Angry Mechanic.
Yes, indeed, man. I've worked on a car or two.
All right, what is the cartoon?
What cartoon?
Yeah.
He said car or two.
Oh, a car or two.
A car or two. All right.
Yeah.
I'm retarded. I heard cartoon. I was like, there's an Angry Mechanic cartoon? Holy shit. I've not watched them in 20 years. So
Hey, I kind of want to grill Ian on a couple things, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
You're a compendium of knowledge on, mostly Sega, from what I've seen, and a little bit of Nintendo and other stuff. But like, damn, you know a lot about Sega.
Yeah, go on.
So, what I want to know is, so as somebody who's a musician, I'm always fascinated by the audio of the Sega. A lot more bass. You got your toe jam and Earl. It's like, I hope we don't get a DMCA for this, where it's like, but like, it's all music like that, right? And then you think of the Super Nintendo, that's like a lot more of your like, you know, you got your like Nintendo type songs.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know why those are different? Because I don't, and I've always wanted to know.
So my understanding of it is a little limited. I'm not like that hard into the tech side of it, but it has to do with the fact that the Sega chip was like the last true chiptune chip. So it used a different type of digital processor, where the Super Nintendo allowed for a lot more. What is it? You could actually do like repeats and more programming to it. so it allowed for more fidelity and like more things that a musician could do with it. So ultimately, the guys who were creating stuff on the Sega they had to be more creative to get around their limitations, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they had to rely on like certain frequencies.
Yeah. So that was kind of like they were like more limited in what they can do, and they had to sample more aggressively to figure out what they could do. But I don't know. That's not the hardware side of it isn't really my forte, unfortunately. But yeah, it's
Well, you've done a couple things with like the
Yeah.
FX chip and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Those were dope.
But I mean, like, there's so much there in terms of what you can explore and research into. I mean, like I'm trying to think of anyone specifically on YouTube who has absolutely ripped apart like the sound quality differences between those systems. I think
It's something I'd be absolutely fascinated.
yeah. I was thinking, hey Jimmy, did the My Life in Gaming guys did they ever go into the sound or no?
They've probably mentioned it a few times, but
Yeah.
probably everything super like in depth.
Yeah.
I don't know if like if Bob from Retro RGB is more like visuals,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
maybe he would know. I would say some of the people in this chat, like Rex Warden,
Oh, he probably knows for sure.
he probably knows. Jeremy Dixon seems to know a lot about stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something in there, but yeah, I think it was like an old Yamaha chip.
Yeah. The Genesis was a Yamaha. The SNES was a Sony chip. I know that. But yeah, I guess there was difference because because the Genesis was based on 1980s technology, and then Nintendo didn't start developing the SNES until basically 1990. It had the benefit of having an entirely different decade of technology to work with, so it had that benefit. But it's pretty fascinating stuff though, like the directions they went.
So, following up, because I got like mad questions for you. Because you got some knowledge, all right? So, the Saturn. Why the hell don't I know anything about the Saturn? Like, I've heard more about what the Saturn is than I actually know what games were on the Saturn and what the Saturn was all about.
Nobody bought one. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why you don't know about it.
So did you...
Biased opinion.
Did either of you ever own a Saturn?
So I know Jimmy did for a fact. I did not. Like I only
Oh,
knew
yeah.
I only knew one person growing up with a Saturn. And
So Jimmy, when did you own a Saturn?
I owned a Saturn in like 1997, and I bought it from my friend for $40, and he gave me a few games like Virtual On, and we did the deal.
In
In my
97? How old were you? Where are you getting this money?
Dude, I got that money from my birthday, son.
Okay, all right.
That was my birthday money.
All right, so you got a
And-
little
and
birthday
maybe
money getting
little
into the
birthday
used
money.
Saturn market.
Little lawn work money, allowance, like $10 a week,
All right,
save
that's
that up.
fair. That's fair.
And so my friend told me he didn't want a Saturn, so we entered our bathroom in like the 7th grade or whatever,
Yeah.
and he gave me a Saturn, and I fell in love with it. I thought it was a great system. It was the last of that generation system that I owned.
Okay.
And I was really hyped on like Magic Knight Ray Earth, and like I got like an import. I got like a Action Replay Plus immediately. I grew up in Hawaii, so like Sega Saturn stuff was very plentiful. It was slightly popular, not quite like PlayStation or N64, but we had a lot of import stores back then. So the Saturn was a kind of a booming system just for the Japanese stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I loved the Saturn. It became my favorite system of that generation at the time. Now I've came to my senses that the PlayStation is bomb ass.
Oh, come on. Okay, actually,
I love Saturn.
I'll say this about Sega: their games have aged, I feel like, more gracefully than stuff on PlayStation, for sure.
Yeah, I think a lot. I'm Team Sega all the way. Sega's my favorite of the old.
I don't know, man. It sounded like you just abandoned Sega for the PlayStation.
Well, oh, you mean like I'm looking at the PlayStation now, especially with all like the thousands of Japanese games for it. I mean,
I'm worried you might be breaking off with your follower Kevin Ball, who's probably your most devout Saturn
Fuck no.
disciple.
Oh no. I love the Saturn. Okay.
Listen,
they're
listen.
naked.
Historic, I'm a little worried about this Jimmy fella. It sounds like he is abandoning the Saturn in favor of the PlayStation.
Well, here's the thing, man. Like I don't like the Saturn. I'm in the 32X camp, man. I'm one of those guys. I'm like, nah, man. Sega should have gone with the 32X. It would have been a much better endeavor. That's like I'm the crazy person who's like.
So what was your favorite? Knuckles Chaotix?
No. Fucking like Metalhead, fucking Star Wars Arcade.
Star Wars Arcade's pretty legit. I'll give you that.
Like freaking like a lot of the stuff in the 32X, like the capabilities it had, like the fact it's like had definitive arcade ports of like Space Harrier, Mortal Kombat, some other stuff. I guess the 32X, in my opinion, had a lot more potential. And the reason why the 32X got snubbed the way it did was because literally at the same time as the Saturn dev kits were showing up at third-party developers, the 32X dev kits were showing up. So the developers were like, why the hell would we develop for this thing when the Saturn's just around the corner? So Sega literally like just shot themselves in the foot with the biggest caliber rifle they could find.
One thing too about Sega, like they're the two different, like the North American region and Japan. As far as North America, the Saturn, they released it months and months in advance without telling anybody, and that pissed off a lot of retailers, right?
Oh yeah.
So they're like, we're not going to carry any Sega products.
Well,
So
in North America as well, yeah. Like they basically
that was in North America.
they slapped Tom Kalinske at E3. They're like, you're releasing the Saturn now, and he's like, what the hell are you doing? We decided we were going to release this later. And then we were gonna. That way we could actually fulfill all of our order requirements. And then a lot of those.
Kalinske got fucked for sure.
Oh yeah, with the Saturn, like Kalinske, like so everything after Genesis, like Kalinske got screwed. Like he got screwed on the Sega CD. He got screwed on the 32X. He got screwed on the Saturn. Like it was pretty much just boned in terms of what he had to deal with. Like here's the crazy thing. Like the Sega CD, like there were no dev kits going out to people. So like. A lot of the game developers were like, okay, let's just release the same game, but just give it a CD soundtrack, because we know we can do that. Because the dev kits didn't even make it to people. Because Sega like screwed them over in that regard. It's such an interesting period. And then even like the dev kit that Sega of America got was purposely broken. Like Sega of America engineers had to actually fix it and get it working so they could understand what it was and what it did.
Yeah.
Because they legitimately thought for a period in time that the Sega CD was going to be a whole new console. They didn't realize it was going to be an add-on until later.
So, and that's a fantastic thing to think about. Like, if you went to like a modern business school, they would teach you about like, some bull about like, going to Kenya and trying to sell Wendy's to everybody, right? Mm-hmm. But like, Sega is a great example of cross collaboration across countries going awry. When it's like you have your own hardware department, you have your own, software department, you have your own IP department, where they have both sides of that going on each side of the world, like on a global scale. And they're both trying to make the same thing with a 32-bit chip. And they're just absolutely destroying each other by both pursuing it instead of collaborating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I was reading the chat. Like Mario E brings up an interesting period. Like even the fans got dev kits for the PS1, which was which is completely true. Because like the crazy thing was like so Sega when they were developing stuff for the Saturn, they had instead of putting together a development environment software toolkit they could give the developers, they literally just sent out documentation. Like just giant fucking binders full of just printed text explaining how to use the hardware.
Okay, did they send the hardware or just like schematics?
So they sent the dev kit, but the dev kit didn't have any development tools. It had like a very limited range of them. But then like on top of that, it had just binders of documentation on how to use things. So essentially, when it showed up, because the Saturn was multi processor architecture, the only people on the planet at that point in time that were developing games for that environment were the crazy assholes at Atari who were doing stuff for the Jaguar. And then the people at Sega in the arcade division were the guys that were doing that. Because essentially, in my opinion, the Saturn is completely reactionary in terms of like what it was. Like they had an initial plan where the Saturn was going to be a 32-bit system designed entirely for 2D. And then when they got the design specs for the PlayStation 2, within a period of like, I want to say 9 months, they completely redesigned the Saturn to be a 3D system. So it was completely reactionary. So they didn't even have time internally to develop the tools necessary to supply third-party developers with good systems to work with. But yeah, it's absolutely fascinating, like the stuff they did in that period of time, because like ultimately Sony came onto the freaking field as just a force of nature. But you have to
okay, that's an interesting way of thinking about that, because I don't think of Sony that way. I think of them as the beaten housewife of the situation where they're like, hey, Nintendo, do you want to make a cool system? And then Nintendo's like, yeah. And then they go to the expo and they're like, no, we're hanging out with Panasonic for a little bit. And Sony's like, okay.
She got bigger titties.
Yeah, we could go hang out with Sega. Like Sega might love us.
Yeah.
And Sega's like, yeah, we'll hang out with you for like just a flash in the pan, and we're done. And then Sony's just like, oh, I guess we'll just have to be a strong, independent Sony by ourselves.
Yeah. So, sorry, what were you gonna say, Jimmy?
Oh, I was gonna just throw in here about like the Saturn in Japan. It always played second fiddle to Sony, but it was very popular and it did very well. And there's so many more games for it. And I think one of the reasons why, so like I think not Dixon, but Rex Warden was saying in the chat that there were like no games released for the Saturn in America when it launched. It was like Virtual Fighter and Virtual Cop.
Yeah.
And that was a dumb mistake because in America, Virtual Fighter's never been a Street Fighter 2, right?
Yeah.
But in Japan, Virtual Fighter was the biggest fighting game hit pretty much in probably the whole entire country's history. Virtual Fighter 1 and 2, when those came out, like especially with Virtual Fighter 2 because people loved Virtual Fighter 1, that was a huge, like people were like waiting days to play the first arcades, right? And there were like, if you go to an arcade, it was taken over.
So
See you later, Kevin.
But
that's what the Saturn had really going for it in Japan. So it did have the games, but also the power of the Virtual Fighter brand itself really carried the Sega Saturn throughout the years. So it didn't fail miserably.
Could I ask you a question about that? So stylistically, it's a Japanese, like more stylized fighter, right? Like with the eccentric hair, like think everything from Cloud from Final Fantasy VII all the way up to like what Dragon Ball, right? Like
the very boy band looking.
Yeah, right. Like, and so like, do you think that was like part of why that was a bigger hit in Japan?
I don't know. I don't really know if it like the like of course Akira had like the spiky hair. Jackie also had like kind of a spikier hair look.
That's what
I don't know
I'm
if that.
saying.
I don't know if it had any.
It's a play style of game with a certain aesthetic to it.
Aesthetic.
Like so, yeah.
Yeah, well, when I was young, I always thought it looked kind of like 3D Street Fighter.
You know what game I actually haven't played before on the Dreamcast? I'm gonna play Tee-Off really quick because this game doesn't work on. It only works with composite. So let me check this out. Hang on.
It's a golf game.
Yeah, because I usually only have the VJ.
Tee-Off?
It's called Tee-Off. Yeah, it's a golf game. One sec here. Sorry to ruin your complete flow.
I think Tee-Off, not Tee-Off.
The
Tee-Off
mechanic, bro.
I thought it was like Turok meets golf.
That would be interesting. That would have been the era to do it. The Dreamcast PS2 era.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's like the perfect.
That was the
time.
only time that would have happened. You can play as a Velociraptor on the green.
Yes. Okay, hang on, boys. We're gonna have to do Turok golf. All right.
The game needs to happen.
Pitch it to whoever is the company that's unfortunate enough to own Turok at this point.
God, yeah, who's doing Turok? I think you're talking to the wrong people. You got to talk to Yahel wrestling with gaming. He's the e-celeb. He's got the pull to do a fucking go fund myself.
Oh, I have no intention of actually pursuing any of this.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Getting us all excited for nothing.
No, I'm just talking shit.
I know, I'm just kidding. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like anyways, the Virtual Fighter. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just the play style, the very methodical. Like you can't even with Street Fighter, all the real. I'll put it this way: the very autistic, knowing every frame. Like, oh, this frame's coming up, so I can do this counter. That was one thing. So it's crazy, but Virtual Fighter is very methodical like that as well. And Virtual Fighter is one of the few games that I think you can't really button mash.
Is this me golf?
Kind of, yeah.
It looks like it.
It's Tee-Off. So close.
Everybody's golf. Or, golf.
This is the most inclusive golf I've ever seen.
Man, I'm loving this weird-ass music it's got going for it.
No, I do not know that that's going for it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
But yeah, it's kind of fascinating. Like Sega Lord X, he had a really good video where he actually kind of explored the Sega Saturn for a bit. And his main argument as to why it failed in North America was because Sega completely doubled down on the arcade aspect of their game library, which ultimately, like, by that time in North America, because of how popular just the individual games on home consoles were becoming that were standalone titles, like, the arcade wasn't a big draw, nor was it the financial powerhouse it had been in, like, this continent, like, as it was in Japan. So it's really fascinating to think how the Saturn represented Sega's shift to being more Japan-centric again. So it's all really intriguing.
Yeah, well, it's funny because like they found the most success in markets outside of Japan with their first few systems, right? Up to like the Genesis.
Yeah.
But like all the really popular titles were developed in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, what's really
so
funny.
It was kind of this weird. It was a weird situation to be in, right?
Yeah, it was really fast. I remember, like, you and me, like, last year, I was, like, joining some of your streams a lot because I was in the middle of nowhere doing army crap. And, like, you were playing a lot of those...
actually doing them.
Yeah, you were actually streaming, and you were doing a lot of
right.
the Saturn-specific ones, like, or Japan-specific Saturn games. And I'm like, this right here is why the Saturn failed in North America, because they weren't porting these really unique 2D pixel art games. I'm like, ultimately, I think a lot of that falls on Bernie Stolar, who was like, no, none of this 2D bullshit, we're going full 3D. That's what the Saturn needs in North America, because that's what Sony's doing. And so Bernie Stolar just buried the fucking console.
Even Sony had an anti-2D fucking policy.
Oh,
for the
yeah.
longest time.
Yeah. It's like...
Until, like, the very end when they were like, yeah, you can release them as budget games.
Because I want to say, did Bernie Stolar come over from Sony? Am I remember that correctly, or am I just delusional?
Bernie Stolar came over from...
Wait, are you talking about the Atari guy?
No. That's Nolan Bushnell.
No. Hang on.
Michael
Bernie
Katz?
Stolar.
Yeah, Bernie Stolar. He came over. I feel like because he had Steve Race, who launched the PlayStation 1.
Hang on. Stolar was president of Atari.
When...
And led the Lynx division in the early 1990s.
You looking this up now on Google, or?
Yeah, no, I'm doing a live lookup. I wouldn't
Okay.
otherwise.
Well,
interesting. Okay.
I will say for Bernie Stolar, like depending on if you believe the stories, he also fucked over working designs. And that's why they went to Sony.
There's recorded records of that, like how he he gave them like really
so
shitty.
Bernie Stolar is an absolute asshole.
No, I wouldn't say he's an asshole. He just was
Bernie.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Bernie fucking made the North American Dreamcast launch, in my opinion, the best video game system launch of all time.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
kind of like
the what?
The Dreamcast launch in North America was
So
like
Bernie's-
the best of all time because of him. He was in charge of that.
What did he do with it?
He got 19 fucking. He did say fuck the light gun because he was afraid of Columbine shit. But he said like 19 fucking games.
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle, right? But 19 fucking good, like mostly, I think all good games. You know, something for everybody. The price was right. The timing was right. $99.99. It was the fucking best time to be a fucking.
Okay.
Fucking Fred Durst launching that shit.
Fred fucking Durst. God damn it. After his music caused fires and rapes at Woodstock.
Whoa. There was Fred Durst repping the light gun.
No. Fred Durst launched. He was at the San Francisco launch of the Dreamcast. Yeah.
Wait,
Like, everybody
is there video of that?
Maybe, probably not though. Yeah, so Fred Durst was like, he was a big deal in '99. So he was actually legitimate there. And the funny thing on eBay not too long ago, actually, someone was trying to sell their Fred Durst signed Dreamcast. I think they wanted $700 for it.
Is there? Oh yeah! I found it's signed in plastic though. It's no good.
Yeah, I would much rather have it on the plastic than on the console. That's me though. But
there is no good dream. There is a WWF Raw video with the Dreamcast that I could find just by pulling up real quick. But otherwise, I don't have anything else about the Dreamcast.
Well, it made it into let's go with Catherine White. But yeah, like
I think there might actually be video of men fighting a Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was crushing them. It's thinking, Jonathan Dendy, what's up, man? So, what I thought was really fascinating, like Bernie Stolar, like he basically murdered the Saturn And then he did a really fantastic job launching the Dreamcast. But then what kind of boned him and ultimately signed his demise with Sega was the fact that he... So Sega had developed this great in-house for like the 2K Sports line, doing football, football, basketball, like fantastic games there. And then EA Sports was like, okay, here's the deal. If we're going to make games for the Dreamcast, we get all the sports licenses. And Bernie Stolar was like, no, fuck off. And so EA is like, fine, we're not making anything for the fucking Dreamcast. And so essentially right there, Bernie Stolar kind of signed his fire warrant with Sega just because he angered EA, which even at that point in time was still one of the largest console publishers. So it was it was unfortunate because Bernie Stolar did a really good job of the Dreamcast, but like, God, he basically, like, when he came on board and started working the Saturn, he basically put a gun to the back of its head and just put it down.
So okay,
Lenny that bitch.
Let's pivot on that one. What in the hell is the background on like EA? Like, because everybody hears about EA. What is their background as a company?
Founded by the most handsome man alive, Trip Hawkins.
Is this actually true?
No, yeah, he was
Most beautiful.
yeah, he was in Time's 50 Most Beautiful People of like 1989.
Are you serious?
Yeah, legit serious. This is
What's homie's name?
Trip Hawkins.
Trip Hawkins?
Yeah, so he founded EA, and then he went on to left EA eventually. I want to say in '93 to go and work on the 3DO, or is it '92?
Trip Hopkins is a basketball player.
No, Trip Hawkins. Like, look for a guy, black hair, short gentleman, solid jawline.
If you're talking about an African American
No.
gentleman,
We're talking about a white guy, Caucasian gentleman.
Yeah. He's not a black man, but he has black hair.
I'm just saying, Trip Hawkins.
Wait, what? I thought he did perfect there. What the hell?
Trip Hopkins.
Hawkins, like a hawk.
Hopkins. Oh, geez, no wonder I found a basketball player.
Hawk,
Like that guy, you know, he was working for all these video game companies, and he lived his dream to be a basketball player. That's amazing. Ian loves Trip Hawkins. If you talk, if you say anything bad about Trip Hawkins or anything associated with him, Ian will come to your house. It's not for a good old. It's not for a good old round of Mario Kart 64. Okay, he is going to fucking bury you.
Jeremy, what were you wrong about? I'm gonna know.
Oh my God, no, I don't even know. Send me a side chat. I can't even look up Trick Hopkins.
Trip. Like in the chat. Look at the chat.
I'll put it in the chat. Trip Hopkins.
Trip?
You sure you're not drinking?
I never would.
Is it Trip with two P's or I don't know?
Hawkins? Like Steven?
No.
Or is he Hawking? What the fuck is going on?
Hawkins. Trip.
Get out of here.
Tango,
Trip.
Romeo,
Oh,
India,
it's
Papa,
like,
Hotel,
also
Alpha,
say-
Whiskey, Kilo,
Okay.
India, November.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All you had to say was that it was like Hawkins, like the
Dick's
guy in the
having a
wheelchair.
good time.
That's all you had to say. Yeah, no, he's the founder of Electronic Arts 3DO. It says that he's a total garbage human who started marketing an Apple computer.
What? Garbage human. Bullshit. Ooh, cut you, sir.
Ian has written fanfic about this man.
I have,
Him
yeah.
and Trip. Ian leaves his family.
No,
I leave my wife and daughter for him, yeah.
Trip Hawkins once asked, "Can a video game make you cry?"
Oh, shoot.
Well, I don't know about that, but
I'm not seeing that quote in the Wikipedia, so I'm not going to confirm nor deny it.
yeah, I think that was actually something that that Ian once told us. He said, like, "Oh, I had a private conversation."
It says an episode of Next Generation, the Star Trek series, also listed Hawkins in their 75 most important people in the games industry of 1955. That's fantastic.
Well, he was number one in the most important video games industry insiders in Ian's heart.
So it would appear John wants me to murder you for bad-mouthing Trip Hawkins. It sounds about right to me.
I'm reading about Trip Hopkins.
Ban this guy from your...
Clearly the internet's full of shit here. Clearly.
God dang it! It was only 2 minutes ago I realized that his name was Trip Hawkins. Okay, let me come to terms with what this man is. His occupation is entrepreneur.
What is Sharp Perkins?
Sharp Perkins.
Sharp Hawking.
Sharp Perkins. word, actually. If you read the top of the article.
Oh, thank you for coming to our country, top parking. I think that Rex Warden being racist.
Well, you know, I
Yeah.
didn't realize his name was Racist Perkins.
Yeah.
Ah,
Dude,
shit, overshadowed.
done.
Jeez
Look at him, he's
Louise.
a gay porn star, Star Grip Hawkins. Is that a real porn star?
Star Grip Hawkins. I like
That's
that.
that's an interesting name for a porn star. Usually it's just like you know, like titty fuckhole destroyer.
Oh,
or something
God
like
damn
that,
it.
right?
Usually it's a little more classy. It's like Star Perkins, you know? It's like a
Yeah,
little.
it's like Nip Perkins or something like that. But who knows? Yeah, all right. Well, Star Grip Hawkins. I think the owner of that.
I believe the
Richard,
quote in the
Mike-
Wikipedia article says one of the game's market's visionaries. Because he was just learning how to play that game with his Star Grip.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow, that was a
Ian's over the stream. He's like, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna go ahead and turn everything off. Yeah, fuck you guys, done.
Yeah.
Listen, Ian,
He just created a new YouTube account.
All right,
All right, burning everything, starting over, guys. Sorry, later. Have to find me.
Oh lordy. Everybody keep making these Hawkins fucking jokes.
Hop
in chat.
Sharkins.
Wow, I'm liking them.
Jimmy Hopkins.
That's fine.
No.
Jack, chill out.
Oh, now I've
boy.
done it.
Oh shit, that's fantastic.
Oh dear.
But honestly, like Trip Hawkins, I really enjoy the guy in terms of like what he tried to do with EA, and then what he went on to try and do with the 3DO. I thought was actually quite revolutionary in terms of like his vision. I think for the 3DO, even though it was rather naive in terms of him thinking he could standardize game console format, I think was a pretty fascinating concept in terms of how he was basically trying to make a game console that would be like the VCR in terms of being a standardized gaming format. So
More
it's
like
really
the MSX. with
kind of like
PC,
kind of
right?
like what kind of what Japan was doing with the MSX. So it was really fascinating, and I think it's probably why pretty much the only people that signed on board were Japanese manufacturers, because they were already doing that MSX thing in Japan. So they probably saw that as like, hey, this is a great idea.
What's MS? You said MSX?
MSX was a Japanese personal computer that was pretty big over there. And it was like, I think Microsoft and a couple of other industry developers all got on board and agreed to standardize computers over there, right?
Yeah, it was a standardized computer format, and like, you know, Sony, Panasonic. Panasonic is probably the biggest manufacturer, but like Sanyo, all these different companies, Yamaha even, they all made their own versions of like the MSX computers. Like there's like dozens and dozens of models for it, but yeah, I mean it lasted until like the very late 80s, I think, is when the last, maybe actually the early 90s is when like the Turbo R came out. The only ones who made like that were Panasonic at that point, but it was this vision to kind of standardize things, kind of like the 3DO.
So I thought honestly,
cool.
like, in terms of like Trip trying to do that, that was pretty fascinating. And unfortunately, like the 3DO, like it had a really good shot. It was really expensive, but like if EA had backed it the way
Wait, it
Trip
had a good shaft?
shot.
Yeah.
Shot.
He's talking
Yeah,
about
shot.
Trip Hawkins.
Yeah.
He's not talking about Trip Hawkins.
Sorry.
He's talking
I was
about
Yeah, I'm not talking about Trip
I
Hawkins
was
here.
thinking about these
And his,
Craigslist ads I'm looking at. Sorry.
close
shit.
encounters.
Trip's in that much trouble
Yeah,
these
it's
days.
yeah, because that's all that's allowed anymore.
No,
But
Trip,
anyway.
God, Trip probably kept 3DO afloat after the 3DO went down just by like responding to personal ads.
Did either of you have a 3DO?
Not growing up. Like Cameron, what's up, man? Not growing up. I knew of it, but I never actually saw one. No, actually, so the only time I ever really saw one was in the film In the Army Now. Miles, man, how's it going?
Wait, was this part of basic?
No. Here's the funny thing. So like,
They showed
I'll
clips
tell you
from,
right now, if anyone in the chat has ever
They encounter a 3DO.
No, so here's the funny thing. So like the Pauly Shore movie In the Army Now is actually probably one of the most accurate depictions of Army basic training you'll ever see in film, which is really funny. So if you're ever looking at doing that, watch that, and it's just like, oh, this is actually pretty close to what it is, which I thought was really damn funny.
I'm definitely gonna watch that after we're done with this. I'm definitely watching that.
Yeah, because it's pretty much like it's not nearly as aggressive as the experience is, but it kind of really gives you a good idea.
It's Pauly Shore, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Crazy. Oh god.
Whoa, what? What's wrong with Pauly Shore?
Oh God. His mother is a pioneer in the stand-up comedy club scene.
Missy Shore, she's
Right,
fantastic.
God rest her soul.
As,
God
as,
rest her soul.
as portrayed, and I'm dying up here. What a wonderful woman.
Yeah, God bless your soul. She made
God
and broke
bless.
her career.
She's dead as
But-
fuck. She's smoking
Oh,
cigarettes in heaven now.
He's smoking cigarettes next to Jesus and then fucking doing the konjaaki, putting those butts out on his fucking
Now, how dare you?
Arm.
Missy Shore would never put her butts out.
Wait, is Pauly Shore gay? I don't think so. Let's see.
Pauly Shore-
Navy boot camp is pretty much
Pauly
his
Shore's
joke. Yeah.
butts are kept on the DL. How
he has a
dare you?
YouTube
Yeah.
channel now apparently.
Jeremy.
He's trying to make waves, man.
Oh, hey, Jeremy, what was the PT test like for the
Baby.
Navy? Like mile and a half or what?
Ooh.
Yeah. I found out I have a PT test next weekend, and I'm like, God damn it, I want to do it.
What? You can't. You'll be fine.
Oh no, I'll be fine. I just hate like running 2 miles. I just hate it.
That sucks ass.
I can do it no problem. I'm just like, motherfucker, I hate it. It's just basically like 14 minutes of me just sucking wind, and I hate it.
Yeah, but that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's just sucking wind, dude.
And no music too, right? So you just gotta fucking run.
No, yeah, it's just me.
You gotta be like Joe Rogan
it's-
on one of his runs.
Gotta
Man.
go uphill. Yeah, I just run with my fanny pack. I go up hills.
No music. I don't do it.
No
It's for
music. Yeah,
pussies.
because David Goggins told me music's cheating, so I don't do
Yo.
music anymore.
David Goggins told him. Steve Ranella told him. They all told him.
Yeah.
That's what Bert Kreischer told him.
Bert fucking fat ass Kreischer told him. It's like
Listen,
I can't lose this.
How
guy.
dare you call Brent like that? That's not fair.
He's a jovial fat ass.
Brent
I like
is a fine man. He's got prosperous handles on his love area.
No, it's like honestly, it's not a problem. I'm just like I don't want to do it. But here's the real thing. Like,
Doc, you do or I do?
oh, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up? His people have a hugely higher prevalence of homosexuality, bisexuality, really any form of degeneracy than whites.
Wait, what?
the-
What?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm too keen on this.
Wait, what's going on here?
I'm wondering.
Wait, we're
Hey,
talking
you're
about Pauly Shore? What's going on?
He's a Jew. He's a Jew. I know, but
Listen,
I-
boy.
yeah.
What are you talking about over there?
Wait, what did I miss here?
Wait, I don't know. I just
I
looked
don't
up
know.
quick,
This guy,
but hey,
who is this rando we got here?
he ain't no rando. Doc Edu always in here.
Doc Heaterall?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
I don't. What's your name?
I don't know the context of this conversation, but that is a funny ass.
You came in hot on that one.
I love that. Hold on, roll.
I completely missed what's going on here. Oh crap! All right.
But no, John Rogers, don't time him out. I don't know what the context was of it.
Who are you timing out?
Yeah, Doc's been around the stream for a while. I don't think he means anything
I need
bad
to be
by it.
timed out.
Yeah.
Doc,
I need to be
which-
timed out so I can get some more beer.
Doc,
Ian, how long
Doc,
you
what's
gonna go? You gonna go for another hour?
God damn it, Doc. What's your favorite Genesis game? Come on now. You want to come here and play? Let's play.
Ladder golf. Give him a wrench.
Ladder golf?
Yeah.
What the fuck is ladder golf?
All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right, yeah.
Grab another.
Get more beer. Oh man.
I'll see you.
Oh man.
I ain't never heard of ladder golf.
I think it means Adderall. What are we talking about here?
Oh, yeah. No, that's cool. You guys do your thing.
Fantasy Star. Okay, 3 or 4.
Is this sort of those stream pauses where we have to be like, do 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 do?
No. We can keep going while we're waiting.
Please hold. Do 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 do.
No, we're good. Jimmy always gets more beer. That's how it always goes. He never buys enough on his first go.
Are you guys like all roommates or some shit?
No, Jimmy? No, he's in Japan, man. I live in Idaho.
You live in Japan?
No.
At the
He-
same
he,
time.
He lives in Japan. I live in Idaho.
You guys got some crazy living arrangements. They don't make any goddamn sense to me.
What? Yeah, I rent an apartment and he pays for a room in my house. It works out perfectly. Don't worry. Don't worry about the
Shit.
logistics.
How do I get that arrangement? That
Yeah.
sounds dope.
Yeah, don't worry about this. Don't worry about the arrangement. Don't worry about it. Makes sense.
Oh, why me?
So, dude, if you don't work in radio, I don't understand it.
Wait, what?
You should work in radio, man.
Why is that?
Because you got that smooth voice, man. It's
Oh,
got
oh.
that feel. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so it's just like, yeah, we're hanging out. Today we're playing about 49 yards, maybe up to 54. It's the Japan course hole. It's no big deal. Everything's going good. Today we're blonde, we're young, we're vivacious. It's third. We're resting at about 88 yards. We're playing on normal. Or Norma. I don't know. It could be either.
We're fine there, yeah. Let's check out, let's play Sonic Adventure for a minute. Let's do that. Because Tee-Off is interesting, not a great game, so yeah. Explain.
Sonic Adventure, I legit have not actually seen played.
Really? Okay, let's check that one out.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
I never owned a Dreamcast. I was a Sega person for most of my life, and never owned a PlayStation or anything like that. I never owned a Saturn or anything.
Really? So, like, pretty much after Genesis, you were kind of just.
Actually, do you want to know my foray into 64-bit console gaming?
Yeah. One second. Hey, Andrew, what's up, man? Yeah, keep going. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, so the first time I ever played a 64-bit console is from the most ridiculous story ever. So Taco Bell at the time was running a promotion, and they had little scratch tickets. This is whenever the N64 came out. I could look it up. So whenever that first came out, they had Taco Bell scratch tickets that you could scratch to get a free rental of the Nintendo 64 when it first came out. So this was 96, 97. And so my mom went through. My mom is a very aggressive lady. She's wonderful. She walked through. She's like, "How many of those tickets can you give us?" And so they handed us a stack because it's like 15-year-olds working Taco Bell. They don't give a shit. So they gave us a stack of Taco Bell scratch tickets for Blockbuster. And so I went in, and after we had scratched through I shit you not, about 100 of them. Well, we went into the local Blockbuster with our redemption code for a rental of the N64. And so we got to get an N64, came in a foam case. I brought it home, and I got to play Mario 64. It came with just Mario 64. That was the first time I played a 64-bit console. Because my mom burned through a bunch of scratch tickets.
Your brother's like, yeah, I gotta get that scratch fixed, bro. Sorry, I'm not gambling, but yeah, we're good to Taco Bell.
15-year-old Taco Bell employee gave up, and that was how I got to play it for the first time.
That's fantastic. I remember, I jumped from Sega over to Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, and my brother, so he had the funny story about that one. So I really wanted an N64, and so he actually he had a small business he had started using like a business loan. And so he used his business loan to buy computer equipment for the company he was starting, and then he also used that loan to buy me an N64 at the same time.
Nice.
So that's how I got mine on that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see here. Antonio, what's up? Cameron, if it was Dreampie device. Oh man, gotta be fun to do that. I need to set up the Dreampie that way I can play Quake 3 online and get my ass kicked by people.
Wait, you can actually play Quake 3 online on Dreamcast?
Yeah. If you have a Raspberry Pi setup, you can actually connect to it via the modem on there and join servers.
And there's actually people up there that'll play it.
Yeah, there are folks who are they're playing the Tetris on it. I think Quake 3 and a couple other games are playing online again. And even Fantasy, even Fantasy Star folks are still playing online.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, dude, the Dreamcast, I think the Dreamcast probably has more respective love than a lot of other systems, considering the amount of time people have put into it to keep the system alive, for sure. Let's see, every Friday night they do Quake 3 on... Oh, shit, I need to do that and just get my ass kicked.
Oh, shit, man. I don't know. Do you have to change it up?
No, I'd have to get a Raspberry Pi and then connect that shit to my wireless.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I have a plan to run Cat 5 to my garage. I just haven't done it yet.
Oh, you gotta have the state of the art to run the Dreamcast?
Yeah, gotta have that freaking high-speed connection, bro. Can't have that shit without it. But, yeah.
Oh shit! Well, yeah, fuck yeah! Show me this this Sonic action, because I legitimately have never actually seen this game, and I've heard it's fucking dope.
Let me start a new game here. Actually, if we can do this.
There's not like a ton of text at the beginning, right?
No, it's all video for the most part.
We'll skip the shit out of that.
It's a good game. Might have to restart. Actually, we'll see. Hopefully,
Oh, you can play it. You can play as fucking Robotnik. Is that what I just saw?
It's like a robot from Sonic that actually goes it goes AWOL and like joins your side.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, freaking! There's a guy working on a like Quake engine-based shooter right now for the Dreamcast. It looks really promising. I'm kind of excited for it. Like once that comes out, I'm probably gonna buy it. Because I know
A Squared says, yeah, people make games for it still.
Oh yeah, like it's like because it's like a Windows-based development environment. It's still actually it's a lot more approachable than a lot of other game systems. And like the crazy things, like the Dreamcast was this fantastic apology in terms of like how badly they fucked up with like the development kits for the Saturn. And so they approached a lot of third-party developers and were like, hey, what would you want in a development environment for a console? And they're like, we'd want this. So they like pretty much everything those guys asked for, they did. Which it's fascinating in that regard. And
Dude, you got such a good fucking chat going. Everybody's got good shit. Cameron with download the pre-made Drempy kits. Dream Pie for Raspberry Pi.
Yeah.
Drempy is not the way that's pronounced. And John Rogers, the Athena group, still runs a PSO server PC. Fuck yeah.
I need to do, if I'm back tomorrow night on time, I need to do like a community thing, get John Rogers and folks in there. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
Yeah. Oh, you back, Jimmy?
I'm here.
Jimmy, what's up, boss?
What beer did you get from your Japanese convenience store?
I got it from actually a liquor store. I got a classic Asahi Super Dry. I got Asahi Style Free.
It's very Japanese of you.
It's very much. They only sell Japanese beer there, I think, too. Usually I try to go for something that tastes good. But, yeah, I also got like a Kirin Green Label. Brewed for good times. So I think I'm having a good time.
So they put all the labels in English over there, huh?
They do, but the Japanese would be Green Rubber.
That doesn't sound very Japanese at all.
It's the Japanese for Green Label.
It sounds like you're in the same room as fucking Historic.
Yeah, Asahi Nama Super Dry Nama Beer.
Yeah. Jimmy and myself, we've been bros online.
Jimmy,
since, like,
Jimmy,
like
that sounds pretty racist, man.
It's pretty racist, bro. I'm actually a well-known racist, and yeah, sadly I've known Ian for a long time.
Yeah, God, we've known each other since retroware days, freaking Screw Attack.
Yeah, when we first started out, pretty much like not too long after we first started doing YouTube shit, and we'd always like kind of leave comments on each other's videos and shit, but we never really would chill with each other until you started streaming, and then I think the first stream I saw you were doing, it was like Rocket Knight Adventures.
Yeah, I was like, get the fuck in here, let's talk.
It's like my favorite game. You're like, hey, come on in.
Get the fuck in here.
Yeah, Rocket Knight.
Well, I remember the first time, Yahel and myself, the first time I met Yahel was I was streaming Shenmue and just absolutely hammered. And I'm like, get the fuck in here. We literally chatted for 6 hours.
It was a good time, man. Yeah, back when Yahel was more humble and he had 1,500 subs.
Well, yeah, back when he just wasn't completely obsessed with finishing his X-Band video.
Yeah, back when he did, I'm sure Angry Man Mechanic, wrestling with gaming, right?
Yes, yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay, yeah. This is back in this is a couple years ago. When he actually put out videos. I guess I couldn't really say.
Yeah, what's the deal?
He's been working on this.
Well, Jimmy and Yahel are frenemies though, so they have a whole thing going.
We're good frenemies, man. At Portland, we were in the same fucking room, sleeping with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Did you guys have a cot you shared or what?
They were cuddling.
We had a cock that we shared. It was my cock.
Whoa! You two bud, let's calm down.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Stephanie's, Susan Waguzki, don't fucking ban us. Sorry.
Jeez.
No, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna come out as a sometimes gay man. I think that we're okay.
Hey man, you be as gay as you want. I support that.
I'm gay.
That's cool, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you appreciate the timbre
really, though.
voice. Yeah.
You know, do you really appreciate it? I need to see some sort of like dedication here, though.
Oh yeah, man. Just send me your number and I'll send you some pictures of my wiener. It'll be fun.
That's not enough.
Sorry,
That's not enough.
Well, I'm sorry. I just don't know how to make my cock trans the fucking goddamn Pacific Divide.
I guess it's not that big then, huh?
Oh.
No, it is not kilometers wide. That is not the case.
Shame.
But hey, I could Photoshop you something.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I could
Okay, cool.
my wiener.
Let's
and then
stream that next
I
time.
could put it from like California to Japan, and we could do that.
See, I actually like Ian, so I'm gonna ask you to actually.
No. Oh no.
But
I would just do this on
no,
the side.
no. I want you to do it the next time Yahel does a stream.
Oh no.
And I'll invite you on there just so you can to
Okay,
show
that's
how much bigger your
I'll
cock
deal
is.
with that. Yeah, I can deal with that. Yeah.
Yahel gets
Listen, this is not a dick measuring contest. It's about
Oh,
how
God.
you Photoshop your own peener onto the goddamn Pacific Ocean. That is what it's about. Okay.
Oh, I just.
You keep this civilized and moral.
By the way, Ian, I've played this level of Sonic and I've like S ranked it or whatever, A ranked it, whatever the fucking max is, a billion times. I never knew about those fucking extra rings over there. This is the first time I've seen that. That's crazy.
That is hearsay, Your Honor.
Yeah, I will say, like, this game still holds up in my opinion in terms of graphically and gameplay wise.
Yeah.
But I find it really funny though, like the Sonic team, like in later stuff, like Sonic Forces. They're like, you know what? We're only gonna use one analog controller because we're still bitter that nobody liked the Dreamcast.
By the way, I don't know if he's been on... Oh, I guess Zabi Galars has been on for a little bit, but...
Oh, Zavi? Yeah, it's been on forever.
Okay, cool. I just didn't notice him when I was around here. And Squared Gamer Reviews has also been on here.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
he's been on.
Yeah, Andrew and myself have been buddies for a long time.
Yeah, you said you had him on a little while ago, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
The train headed for the Mystic
Ian likes to say he doesn't like the Saturn. Yeah, Ian likes the CDI but doesn't like the Saturn. He's a hater. He's racist, man.
God, the CDI gets so much shit where everyone's like, "Oh, the freaking Saturn's such a lost gem that people haven't appreciated." I'm like, "Fuck you! The CDI is fantastic." And if
that might be pushing it, but
no,
Yeah.
well, okay,
Dude, hey, Angry Mechanic, if you have a chance to take back those super chats that apparently you gave, I think.
Yeah, you might want to claim those on your
Now's
credit
the time.
card, if you did it, and be like, "Yeah, I didn't mean to do that."
What? I didn't say anything. I'm appalled by.
No, they say
Well, at the time.
the fact that I like
just
the
saying.
CDI more than the Saturn.
Oh, you know what? That might have been a mistake. If I said that, okay, now I have to go back to my history. Did I say that I like the
No,
CDI more than
you
the
did not. I am saying
It's a
that.
very clear-cut case.
No, I'm saying that I honestly I think the CDI is a great system.
Your Honor, that's hearsay, and I did not say that.
Oh yeah, freaking 7 Zoom says CDI is better than Jaguar. I'll say that. I'll agree with you there.
I don't know.
I will goddamn register the domain name CDI is not better than Genesis.com right now.
No, well, we know that it's not better than Genesis.
Well, yeah, I mean it's not better than Genesis or the
No,
Sega CD
I
for
will,
sure.
I will register the domain JimmyLikesCDIBetter.com.
No, you do not.
Oh, do that. That would piss Jimmy
Hey,
off.
let me
but
go
anyway.
to
If you do
GoDaddy.
that-
Well, actually,
We're
you know what?
gonna
No,
make
register
bro.
CDISIS.com. Register that.
The ISIS. You see the
Yeah,
ISIS?
no, see, that has to do with terrorism, so I'm not going to do that.
Well, the CDI has to do with terrorism.
You're not dedicated enough to put yourself on a watch list
Nah,
for
I
this
would never
this
do that.
gag.
But you guys should rep you guys' channels. So, Historic Nerd, obviously, and Jimmy, what's your channel?
It is Stika. ST1.
Doesn't sound correct.
It is my channel about the Sega Master System and gaming in the Portuguese-speaking
Well,
world.
best I can do is JimmyLovesCDI.com.
Okay, that's fine. Everybody knows those lies,
And let's see.
People see through that shit.
Available for $3 on the internet.
Oh, hell. Well, you're gonna have to talk to Yahel, my greatest enemy and friend.
Jesus Christ, you get backed into a corner, you start getting a lot of an accent.
What accent is that? Accent. Like, my accent. When I'm actually
Ego sounding fun.
yo, back the fuck
Oh,
up.
you're killing me.
My
Shit.
accent.
You're fucking killing me.
You know what? You talking shit. Like when I've accepted Ian Saturn hate for years, but right now I'm gonna be like, you know what? Tired of your 32x bullshit.
The true best CDI game, The Flowers of Robert Mapplethorpe.
Oh god.
Oh my god, Jimmy
All right.
is CI Rise Up.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm
man.
sorry, I forgot. You know, I did play Thunder of Paradise. The only CDI game I actually played was Thunder of Paradise.
Yeah, you did. You
I
watched.
had
I mean, you watched.
Until the hotel fucking TV saved me and it turned off automatically, and everybody was either too high. Everybody was too high or too drunk, and Genovi was sitting in the corner playing with his pee-pee or something. He was the only sober person there, but he didn't realize that it wasn't the CDI's problem; it was the TV at the hotel.
God, I think
Are you trying to say that a man's PP got touched because of a CDI?
No. What I'm saying is that there were like 5 people in that room, and 4 of them were fucked up.
This isn't helping.
And the one guy who was sober, who quote unquote loves the CDI, let me hate the CDI more because CDI, basically working on me.
You're always welcome, Jeremy.
Wait.
Oh no.
The CDI got you worked on?
I got worked on, man.
Oh no, dude.
No. I like playing the heel and everything, but I got worked on.
Jesus Christ, man.
Can I get a pop for hating the CDI?
I guess, yeah. If you got worked on.
Oh shit.
You know what though? Maybe the only time you hear me say this, but yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. As long as Yahel's not here, you're not gonna voice
Yeah,
it.
well, your house
Yeah,
here.
I mean, like, I think honestly, like, the thing that I find kind of intriguing, I think the CDI gets a bad rap because of the ABGN video about it, and I think that's just honestly giving a lot of people a negative stigma about it. So when the system came out, it was ridiculously expensive, so that automatically alienated it from most markets and most people. But the game system as a whole, if you're into FMV games, stuff like that, like I dig that for the most part. So it's just something pretty fun, and it's probably, honestly, in terms of FMV and video quality, it's like one of the best consoles available.
Dude, it has nice video quality. I'll give you that.
Yeah, like
So-
Little Nemo got not Little
Oh,
Little
shit.
Nemo
No,
Dreamcast.
I didn't even...
Slapperland.
Crap,
We
I didn't need to
focus
put out.
on bad CDI games a lot. What is a good CDI game?
So a good CDI game, like, no joke. Thunder in Paradise is fantastic. Hotel Mario is actually not that bad.
I just posted
Okay.
the best. I just posted in the chat the best CDI game. So, which is now in the possession of
Louis Armstrong American Songbook. Yeah, it's Tetris as well. I'd say Escape from Cyber City is actually not too bad either. But yeah, all right, I'll be right back, gentlemen.
He's running away. He's got to look at his CDI library.
Yeah,
to
that's
make
right. I'm
excuses.
trying to do. Yeah, I'll be right back.
He's like, oh shit. I don't know what games are good for CDI. What game do I have? Oh,
I believe him. He will come back with something, I think.
he's gonna come back and he's gonna be dressed in his CDI. He's gonna be wearing that shit.
I couldn't ask for anything better
These,
than that.
these CDI apologists. There's no limit to the fucking.
You're a CDI apologist.
No, I'm not. I hate the CDI.
Oh, how dare you?
I'm a Sega Saturn.
Oh yeah, all of a sudden.
All of a sudden, I've been a Sega Saturn fan pretty much all my life. Okay, sir.
Sir, I ain't buying it.
I love the Saturn so much that I used to import Saturn games. So
Yeah.
what does that say about my character?
Sounds like you're living a life of illegitimate piracy. Sounds like hearsay. Your Honor.
No.
It's terrible.
I never fucking emulated none of that shit.
Oh yeah, well you download libraries. Oh,
My very first Sega Saturn game was Keio Yugekitai Katsugeki Hen, which is known
Kayla
as Flying
University.
Squadron KO
Okay.
Flying, no, KO University can suck my fat cock. KO Flying Squadron 2, okay? I didn't need to get no degree to fucking enjoy that game. Fuck KO University.
Kale
That's all I'm
University. You got a lot to say about Kale University.
This is like one of the best games on the Mega CD sequel. And it's pretty good on the Sega Saturn. Beat it in like an hour. but
Yo, so who's our homie? We got to introduce him here. We haven't done proper introductions. Not you.
who, me?
No, not you.
The homie. The clown?
The
I don't
boy.
play
Ian left chat.
that. Ian left that, man.
Yeah, sorry.
Ian, I'm being grilled here, man.
Oh, what did I
You
miss?
gotta let me know how you feel about the Sega Saturn.
Oh God, again?
Like, your true feelings.
No,
Stop-
the Sega
stop playing
Saturn's
the
fine.
heel.
Listen, he was getting all fired up about this shit.
I was just talking about the Sega Saturn being a great system.
Jeremy's got fired up Sega Saturn intentions.
Sonic!
Yeah, I know, Jeremy guy. Fuck the
Ooh,
Jeremy
you know,
guy.
let's do Dynamite Cop here.
Oh, let's do it. Or actually, Die Hard Trilogy.
Oh God,
or
freaking!
Die
Yeah,
Hard
I remember like Genovi got that dude who was like wanted to argue with him about it, and he's like, so in North America, the Die Hard game for Saturn was called Die Hard, not Dynamite or not Dynamite Cop like it was in the Dreamcast. So get over it. God, that was fantastic.
Yo, boys, I'll throw it out there. Been a pleasure talking with you tonight.
Oh, you
Having
got-
a blast.
Oh, okay. Are you leaving or are you hanging out still?
No, I'm hanging out for a little bit more,
Oh,
but
that's good.
you guys have been fun to
It's
talk
fun.
to. I appreciate it.
I think people in the stream are also enjoying it too. Even Dixon, I think he went to sleep. Oh, he's still here. What?
Yeah, Jeremy's still
Yeah,
here.
Jeremy's still here. I thought he was gonna go to sleep or talk to his wife or something. Even Dixon was like, "I'm sorry about the $10 super chat," which I've not seen any color in a while.
God, no.
And
Oh, don't worry about
also, may I just put this in the chat? Was it www.patreon.com/historicnerd? I think that's it. Angry Mechanic, thank you very much. You're in the chat right now, the voice chat.
Heck yeah, man! I'm hanging out. I'm having fun.
Appreciate that,
I
sir.
figure I'm paying what I'd pay for a beer per hour. That's fantastic.
That's good. Well, if you want to shit on anybody, that's fine. You're here.
Oh well,
Go ahead and shit.
I could do it. I could think about it. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. So we got Jimmy Happa. He's talking mad shit about Galarza. Galarza?
What? No, Zavi Galarza's buddy. At least in these chats, or at least in this
Oh.
stream.
Oh no, he's positive about it. That's cool.
Giving him a hell yeah.
He's fucking pause as fuck. And then we got.
Oh,
we
shit.
got
Your buddy
It's-
Andrew.
CBI
Hey,
is
Andrew.
an amazing
Thanks,
console
man.
and so is Set. How dare you take the middle road? A squared game. How dare you? I do not approve that, and I fucking hate it. You pick a side.
Oh shit!
Cameron
Oh, there you go.
thanks, man.
Dreamcast and food.
Yes. Jesus, pick a side. It's squared. Just throw it in the chat without a fucking super chat. Tell us what the fuck to pick. Pick a side.
No, I think he legitimately likes both. Yeah.
Is Cameron's his user picture, is that a John K horse? That's what it looks like.
I don't know.
What the fuck is a John K. horse?
John Cristofalusi, the Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, it might be.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Or
Gotcha, gotcha.
It looks like it, but probably not. You'll fight for the CD and the Saturn.
So I will say that
What
I like Dynamite Cop a lot better than Die Hard Arcade. It's just a much smoother fighting
It's a
game.
better game.
Yeah.
So historic. Can I
Yeah.
Of course, that's right. Thank you.
can I throw something simple out there for you?
Yeah, sure.
Unlike
Just play Toe Jam and Earl with wrestling with gaming. That's all you gotta do. That's it.
Can you,
It'd be so good.
we'll have to set up the thing where we do that on
Here's
emulator.
the thing about wrestling
It's
with
the-
gaming. He actually doesn't like video games. He just saw an opportunity.
So he's a whore, is what you're trying to say.
No.
Yeah, he has never. He's basically like Metal Jesus. He never
It-
played video games
oh.
in his life.
No,
Oh,
He's
yeah,
no,
friends
no.
with. He's making friends. No, he's making friends with
fine.
me. He's making friends with Ian, Genovi, people who've loved video games all their life. Like, Yahel is a parasite. I want to put it out there.
Damn it, Jimmy.
All right.
You could retweet this shit, motherfucker. He's
No,
a
okay.
parasite.
So
He never played a video game in his life.
That okay? You're talking parasites. There's ways to go forward with cool shit. Like that isn't. If that's how you feel, go for it. Like I haven't seen content from that motherfucker in a long time. So.
Because he's been on MTV. He's the MTV game.
Well, I don't give a shit about it. I don't give a shit about that part of it. So what I'm saying is like, you bust my balls. I've been hanging out with you guys for hours tonight. Like, I like what you guys do. Like, I appreciate it, okay? So fucking do just a wholesome ass Toe Jam and Earl fucking stream. Just fucking do it. That's all you need.
See, I need to
Wrestling with gaming. All right, Jeremy.
It's wrestling, Jerry.
No.
No,
I can't tell which of you guys' fucking goddamn moderators are actual fucking people or not.
None of us are actual people. This is a simulation.
it's all, yeah.
This is the fucking Matrix, dude. Now, yeah, I would like to see a Toe Jam and Earl stream with.
Well, I need to pick up the Jam
wrestling
Earl for
gaming,
the.
but
I actually don't have that game physically.
just know that you're gonna be disappointed because he's gonna be like, you know what, guys? It's gonna be like it's gonna be like
invite me in. Let me talk some shit about the whole thing. I'd be happy to comment.
man. It's gonna be like that fucking one Andy Kaufman thing where like they're doing that weed skit, where it's like, you know what, I just can't do this. I can't play high. Except it's gonna be Yahel saying like, guys, I can't do this. I just can't play video games.
So what if
gonna be.
What if my mic is only on wrestling with gaming and I'm just like, listen, you can do this. You can play a video game.
If you wanna be his fucking Viagra, you can.
I bet. Listen, you can do this, but you got this covered.
I'm just saying that I don't trust any person who wasn't born in the United States of America, even though he's born in Puerto Rico.
Racist, and you're a fucking Japanese person, allegedly.
Yeah, well, you know,
On the
we're
internet.
cool now.
He's
We're cool.
He's half.
No, I'm actually Italian, apparently.
I don't know.
I'm
I've
fucking
heard a
Italian.
lot of really bad Japanese interpretations tonight.
Wait, one sec. Somebody Doom says, I remember getting AVGN fans mad at me because I defended the first Ninja Turtles game the NES ago, saying James just sucks at it. Yeah, that sounds about right, man. Just called an irate gamer fan.
On, like, well, you know, AVGN said this game sucks, so I think your review's like not right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that bullshit.
Yo, Historic, can we pull a chat member in for a little chat action?
Which one?
I don't know. Whatever one wants to talk. I don't care.
Hey, Andrew, you busy, man? But yeah, as far as Toe Jam and Earl goes, I actually need to pick up a physical copy of that game. I've been looking for one. I guess I haven't found one lately.
It's a classic. It's a good game. I like the level design where you can fall between different levels, and you can come back up like over multiple levels.
Oh, yeah.
There's 20 total, I think.
Yeah, I remember like loving the hell out of that game when I played it back in the day.
It's a good one. It's a stoner fucking game. It's fantastic.
Well, yeah, it falls into the same realm as like from that era of game design as Beavis and Butthead or Booger Man, that kind of outrageous, outlandish.
Oh!
Gotta find tickets to Guar.
Wait a second. Now, I am not endorsing this because I don't know anything about it. But they're making a new Toe Jam and Earl game.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they are. They're working on it currently.
Yeah. Is that
one of my friends is actually kind of involved in that. He went down to meet the creator of Toe Jam and Earl.
Was that DJ
He also
Slopes?
met fucking Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, shit.
I think when he did his AVGN appearance, he was wearing the fucking Toe Jam and Earl shirt.
Oh,
So
shit.
God bless him, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna open up a package real quick that I forgot that I had.
Yeah, could
well,
you
at
just,
least at least your
that
mic.
in front of your
Well,
microphone?
shit. Well, at least you're not Jeremy Dixon, whose mic would
Hear that?
literally deafen everybody.
Okay. Yeah, he has like the most sensitive mic.
Oh
Did
my!
you
It
hear
was
that
it was
shit?
amazing. Like he'd open he's like, yeah, I just opened a beer can. I'm like, I thought you were blowing up a grenade.
We had my buddy Johnny.
Yeah,
on the
happy
fucking chat.
console
He was
gamer.
like, what is going on?
Yo,
Well,
Historic, could you lay down just one thing right now? It's my only request the whole night. Toe Jam and Earl, play a dang song from that.
Oh, one of the that
Yeah, Big Earl beat. It's like
at some point we can do that. Let's see here. Andrew, did you ever get back, man? I don't know if he was able to jump in or not. Let's see, Ian, are you am I bad enough dude or not to save the president? Oh shit. Yeah, I'll have to check out some
Bad dudes.
Yeah.
Woo!
One sec. Let me get Andrew in here in 1 sec.
Sure.
Yo, Bad Dudes is one of the most excellent soundtracks ever.
For the NES or the arcade?
NES.
Where is Andrew on my Skype list?
I'll take your word for it.
Bad.
Oh no! So there's a guy who does like really dope uploads of songs. He's Will Guy's 8-Bit Stereo does a great job.
Who? What? One more time?
This guy, Will Guy's 8-Bit Stereo. He does stuff where he.
You mean we guy?
Like,
Oh, we got
being honest,
we got Andrew.
Oh,
really
yeah, sorry,
the
sorry.
the
You mean
dopest,
my
dopest
old
soundtrack
friend,
is Skype.
my old friend Nico.
My old friend Will Giss. He's a great guy.
Yeah, dude, no, Nico Gutierrez.
What the fuck is happening in your fucking stream tonight, dude?
Apparently, Jimmy is just shoving
shit.
chips into his face.
I
No,
hear
I'm
that.
opening up a package and I got a Parappa the Rapper toaster.
Oh hell!
So-
Wait, what?
okay.
Fuck
They had a
bro.
toaster?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
dope.
probably gonna give this to somebody.
I think he
You might
doesn't just
know.
want to admit that he's shotgunning fucking potato chips into his face.
I don't do that.
He's on a diet. That's why he drinks diet wine, guys.
Oh my
Jeez.
god, yeah, I'm drinking Diet Beer right now. What the fuck?
Wait, a roaster?
Yeah, we guys eat cereal. Yeah, I've known Nico for a long time, very long, like more than longer than I've known Ian. He has a great channel. We Guys 8-Bit Stereo. He used to have like a channel where he actually did like real video content, not bullshit.
Not
Gaming.
bullshit.
Yeah, not
Yay.
bullshit.
Not that shit I
Okay,
just
wait, you're talking about We Guys?
Yeah, We Guy, man. Nico Emerson Gutierrez. I know his fucking real name, and I
I
doxed
don't
it.
know it so well.
I don't know so well, senor. Yeah, I mean,
Hey, take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh,
take it easy.
Take
You
it
going that way, man?
Hey,
Hey, man, you going
hey,
away?
man. Hey, man.
soy un
Hey,
problema.
senor, why you going away,
Hey.
man?
Ni aquí. Es no bueno.
No es bueno, man. No habla español, man.
Okay, we're off the rails. We're off the rails now. Jesus
No
Christ.
say, dog.
Es un
Dude, I
problema
live in
de
Southern California. I
España.
hear this shit every day of my life. Take it
You,
easy.
you want to build the wall?
Okay.
Do I want to build?
No,
the-
none of that talk here. None of that talk here. Let's avoid that shit. Come on.
Do I want to build a wall around my own house to have my own fucking privacy? Yes. Is it too expensive to live in Southern California? Yes.
Jesus, guys, we're talking about video games. You're talking about the wall.
No, no.
fuck you. We're
No,
talking
I'm
about
talking about I'm talking about a personal wall around my house so I can fucking walk outside in the nude. That's what I want.
So you need a nudist wall?
Yeah.
Get the fuck
It's-
I guess I can't argue with it. Like, you want your nude wall.
Right.
You want to be outside with your pecker soft in front of the whole world.
I want Twig and Barry flapping in the wind, my friend.
Quig and Barry.
I don't know, man. What are you not secured? You don't want anybody to see your cock?
No, I keep it under a very small satchel all the time.
Dude. All right.
If they've been to the right website.
Ian, get these people out of here. They don't even have YouTube channels. Get
How
the
dare
fuck
you?
out.
How dare you?
I know. It's
Satchel.
2019.
You have never woven a cock satchel.
I don't care
Woven?
about cock satchel.
Yeah. You know how to weave, motherfucker? I'll weave.
I'm sorry, Ian. I'm sorry I added to this.
God damn.
I deeply apologize.
This is
I
not
was just
good.
trying
What
to be sarcastic
what
Sounds
if?
a lot like Alex
and
Mejia.
diffuse a situation that could have gone stupid. But I found out that I'm the stupid one.
You're the problem.
It's
No, I don't want you to feel like that.
When you're in a stream, when Freddie Mercury is beating up a fat chef, and we're talking about like fucking building the wall, and cocks, and you're the stupid one. Holy shit, dude!
I
sorry.
know, right?
Someone's got to read his Jordan
All right,
Peterson.
one sec, gentlemen. One sec. Okay, so fuck Google
I
Plus.
need to
The gentleman.
reassess my-
All right, shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut it.
Whoa!
Okay,
What's going on?
So fuck Google Plus. The people in the chat currently is Jimmy Hoppa, Andrew from A Squared Games, and Angry Mechanic. So I just wanted to get an edge in there. You keep going.
Okay, just so they know who to hate.
Yeah, just who to
Listen,
judge.
I've read my Jordan Peterson, and I know how to wash my balls and clean my room. How dare you?
I don't even know. Much like a woman, I don't know how to touch you.
Have you ever been touched by a woman?
Compliment or an insult?
Has a woman ever touched you?
My left hand's called Lorraine. Does that count?
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't a lot. It doesn't a lot.
What about when I sit on it and it goes numb and I say thank you, Lorraine?
The stranger.
Okay,
The
hey,
stranger.
I like this. So you're sitting on your own hand,
Left hand
left hand, in your bed by yourself,
on my
just
couch.
Her name is
on your
Lefty.
couch, waiting for it to get numb. Right? Now, what do you do? Because I don't think you touch your dick with it. I think you slap yourself in the face with it, and you're just like, I almost feel alive.
I want to feel something.
I don't know.
Well, that's when I am trying to feel something. So first you gotta spit on it to make sure you get the right noise.
Oh God.
Yeah, you gotta
God
be
damn it,
gentle.
Andrew.
Because auditory stimulation is very important.
Oh, the spitting sound is what you dig.
No. So the wet hand sounds different than a dry hand.
Yeah, so you like the spit sound. You're like,
Okay, I'm gonna steer this away from this conversation. I know you're probably excited to discuss this whole thing.
Nope,
But
I am.
So Andrew,
good.
how about we talk about Left on Laserdisc? Now you haven't made one of those videos in like 2 years. So what's going on? What's going on there?
No, that's not true. I made one last year.
Did you? Which one was
Thank
it?
you. I made the one where my audio got all fucked
Oh
up.
yeah, I remember that now. Okay, yeah.
Blood Song.
That's what it was. Yeah.
I ended up working for a company that I was working 65 hours a week for,
Oh, okay.
doing IT work, and I left them to go to another company where I'm going to be working less.
That's okay.
By the way, just real quick, as far as what's going on screen, that's the most Japanese thing I've ever seen in my life.
the guys wearing backpacks that work in the
Yeah.
freezer. Here's the thing I can't figure out. So like the ship was taken over by pirates, yet the pirates immediately filled into rooms of the ship that correlate with their outfits. So like, did they work here already, or is this just a really weird?
I'm surprised
They
that
infiltrated first.
Bernie Stolar or Pete Moore were like, let's like not release this outside of Japan so people don't know the truth.
they don't know the truth about how cruise ships operate off the Japanese
Jesus.
coast.
Yeah, when you see like a fucking ship sailing around with a Japanese flag, get the fuck out of the way.
This game's like a fucking Takashi Miike movie.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. This is like fucking what is it, Gozu 2 right here.
Oh my god, fucking Gozu. That's a
This is some crazy shit. This is like hell on earth. Like imagine if like fucking Bruce Willis was starring in this shit. It's like Bruce Willis died in the first Die Hard, and this is him getting out of his
This
fucking
is him in hell.
that sounds like a
It
very
feels great.
Japanese Die Hard sequel.
Dude, yeah, that would have been awesome. It's like he actually died. He actually got shot by fucking like Hans Gruber, and like he's fighting through hell. And then like at the very end, it's like the regular ending of Die Hard. They just deprived audiences of the real Die Hard.
Jesus Christ. What's with bathing Rambo?
wait, can you put that fucking box on your own head?
No, but I can set off a tactical nuclear weapon now.
No, get that box head.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, whoa, wait.
Oh,
Fuck,
what-
you're working at
I-
the you're working at the freaking museum.
What museum?
Oh wait, no, you're working close to it. Okay, yeah, because I work on Gowan Field, so shit. Yeah.
Oh, fuck Google Plus. What's up?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking to. Oh,
Yeah.
anyway, I've been working on speedrunning again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Trying to speedrun a shitty Resident Evil game.
Do it. How close are you to getting the whatever the prize is for that? I can remember.
Oh, the world record. 22 seconds off.
Well, I know apparently like nobody's actually claimed the 3DO record for Rise of the Robots, so I need to go do that.
Oh, dude, you should absolutely do that.
I think I'd be safe because nobody legitimately owns a copy of that game on 3DO.
You could also do fuck, what's one that I'm sure? Oh, what's the Russian game show game?
Oh, Zadnos?
That I bet you could fucking do that because I'm pretty sure there's not a run of that.
I don't understand how the pirates got an octopus to work for them. This makes no sense.
Japan, man.
We'll give you all the fishermen's wives. If you get that reference.
Oh, it's a kraken. It's not even an octopus, apparently. It's a kraken.
Oh, actually, it only has 4. Interesting. How large is this ship?
Dude, you literally sound like Mort from fucking Family Guy.
Wait, who?
Who?
Mort.
Okay. I know who Mort Goldman is. Who sounds like Mort Goldman?
The other guy.
Is he a Jewish guy? Does he sound like this?
He does.
Oh boy.
That
Oh
one.
boy. Oh.
I've watched Family Guy in like 1997 or 8 or
Yeah.
whenever.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a long time. And it's 4 legs.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Whoa, whoa,
I have,
whoa,
I,
whoa.
and I've
I
also
have
watched the
also-
South
Yeah,
Park
is this
episode on
pornographic?
AMC.
Is this pornographic? This looks like some kind of
It could be.
hentai shit going on.
This is the secret about Japan. This is like what. Here's the thing. You know, like Donald Trump has been very friendly with Shinzo Abe. He got the fucking. You know when they said like you become president, you get like the fucking book. You learn about the JFK assassination and everything. He got the book and it talks about this specifically about Japan. The fact
Wait,
that
are
Donald
you
Trump and
confusing
Shinzo Abe are.
the
Whoa,
movie
whoa,
National
are
Treasure
you
with
insinuating that Japan killed JFK?
No. I'm just saying that Donald Trump knows all about this.
Did you just
Japanese.
Wait, are you confusing the movie National Treasure with Nicolas Cage?
I
as
got
real American?
to kidnap the president.
I've never watched that, but I know that Nicolas Cage is a great historian.
And a great keeper
So-
of history.
Very, very true to the
I
source
trust
material.
him.
I
I don't
think
have
he-
to like. I don't
he's
have to
just given
check
up at
to
this
see.
point.
Wow. Well, if he's given up, then the American dream's
Yeah.
given up. So.
I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here in about 15 minutes, guys. So let's keep going.
Minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You keep going, as in like keep making it more extreme.
No, I'm going to just letting you know. Like, yeah, you certainly, easing your night out. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, I'm sorry if this didn't turn out the way
No.
it
No, this is the standard train wreck I expect from my stream. So this is perfect.
I
I
know.
love it. I love it. That's
but
what I
like,
live for.
I'm happy I was able to add to the tail end of your
God,
trade.
absolutely. And Andrew, I wouldn't have it any other way, man.
It's so sad.
Fantastic.
I see. Fuck Google Plus has been here. He's a normal, regular person.
Let's see here. I'm
We
gonna try
just
this again. I got a new job, Western Trailer, and I really okay. Awesome, man. That's awesome. Now.
We build semi-trailers. Oh, that's actually dope.
Yeah. That's badass to
American
hear.
Dream. R.I.P. Justy Rhodes. Well, at least Goldust is still alive.
Dustin Rhodes.
Dustin?
Yeah.
Wait, was
Yeah, he's
Gold
gonna
was
go-
Goldust WCW? I'm thinking of.
He was WWE, but he
F and then
F at the
yeah.
time. Yeah.
then
Oh, okay.
WWE with Booker T, which I wasn't around for that era. I've been watching that shit on YouTube, and it's the most funny, entertaining shit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, dude, they were hilarious together. Like,
I remember hearing, I was like, oh, Booker T, that guy from WCW who called Hulk Hogan the N-word. I remember him in WCW being kind of, he was popular, but I never really, I wasn't that
Oh
into
wait,
him.
did Hulk Hogan go to
But I
WCW
also
for a
hate
brief period?
What's that?
Am I remembering the 90s and having a weird fever dream where Hulk Hogan went to WCW for a brief period?
Yeah, he created Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Okay.
That guy in WCW.
Yeah,
which was
okay.
actually the turning point of wrestling. You know, it's funny that we're talking about that era. My friend just bought me a replica of Stone Cold Steve Austin's WWF Championship, the Smoking Skull belt.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Yeah. Dude, Austin was like the fucking I think he like, you know, everyone's like, oh, The Rock's great. He's like a movie star now, right? I love The Rock, but like it was Austin, man. WWF back in the day.
Good job.
Well,
Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate that, man.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah,
Is
thanks,
this
man.
a sex dungeon?
So you know what's actually funny? Like, yeah, you're right, because Austin is the highest merch seller in pro wrestling history.
It's crazy, right?
Like, not touched by anybody, because his shirts still sell more than everybody else's.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to watch some like modern WWE, as they call it, and it's like they're very impressive with like the athleticism. Like they're doing some crazy stuff.
So
but
what's the
none of them
difference
have
between the
personality.
E and the F?
The F means good, and the E means like get the fuck out of Dodge, dude.
So you're saying Federation versus Entertainment?
Well, no, so
Yeah,
so WWF they lost the
shallow
F
way.
because of the worldwide
World Wildlife.
World
Foundation.
Wildlife. Yeah,
Yeah.
they lost that in the copyright.
Panda
claim.
fuckers, dude.
So anyway, in the like early 2000s, 2002, 2003, they actually they got sued by the World Wildlife Foundation and lost the use of the WWF. So they switched to World Wrestling Entertainment. Even though to capitalize on it, World Wildlife Foundation releases shirts of pandas hitting one another with chairs.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Pandas are just terrible creatures, man. All they do is they sit around, they piss, they eat, they shit, and then they hit each other with chairs. What a terrible fucking animal.
China quite literally has something called panda diplomacy, where they give pandas to zoos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I live
right?
in San Diego.
Exactly.
I see them regularly, right? Because our contract was supposed to be up with them this year, but apparently it's been extended to 2021.
Yeah. Dude, any day of the week, panda versus grizzly. Let me see that shit, China. Let me see that shit, China. You want some beef? You want some fucking you want to see what some diplomacy is?
Step into a Slim Jim.
Grizzly
Well,
diplomacy.
hey.
Anyway,
I appreciate the panda gloving and the various sorts of bear comparisons, but I'm gonna have to end it for the night. Have a good night, guys.
Catch you later, man.
All right, take it easy, dude.
Love
night,
to talk to you again.
All right, later, man.
All right, man. Later. I will say this about China. I've never lived in China, but I've known people who've lived in China for many years,
yeah.
and they're always disgusted at how because pandas are the China fucking we're pandas and everybody loves pandas. They're so cute. If you go to a zoo and they have pandas, obviously, the pandas are treated like little princesses. Every other animal is treated like shit. You got lions, you got fucking red pandas who are way cooler than fucking great panda. What's great about them? They fucking take great shits. Fuck these pandas, right? Nice button tap.
Oh shit! I was reading chat. I was reading chat.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Okay.
but fuck pandas, man. I hate those things. They're stupid. They're stupid. They should be fucking extinct. They're pathetic.
They really, I mean, in domestication, they're an all right. Why it should be, considering how.
Evolutionarily speaking, yes, actually.
Yeah, they're pretty bad in terms of.
They chose
Tigers,
to eat something that they
white
only
tigers in
digest
China are treated like
20%
shit.
of.
Yeah. Well, them and koala bears.
Yeah,
Dude,
tanuki-
koalas won't stop though.
Yeah, tanuki better than panda. I've seen tanukis in the wild. They're holding their shit down.
Well, I mean, anything that's represented in Mario 3 is better than anything else. Let's be real here. Let's be real here.
Once Nintendo starts putting out panda suits for Mario, I'm
Well,
done.
freaking wasn't it so in Japan there was a movie that came out in the '80s where it showed North American raccoons. So Japan brought a bunch of North American raccoons over there, and now it's a huge pandemic, right?
Yeah, it's an invasive species.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time that happens, in the 80s, koalas are real popular in Japan. there were a lot of anime movies, and even on like Nick Jr. back in the day, a couple of like Japanese like koala animations were real popular. I don't know. They didn't release it to the wild, obviously, because it's koalas, but yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, hey, so speaking of random cute creatures in anime, did you ever actually watch the Divine Sea Eagles video or the Momotaro?
The Momotaro one?
Did you watch
I've only watched your video on
Oh, man, you should check that out and like report back. Because what I thought was really funny was the fact, well, not funny, actually, kind of eerily creepy, was that they actually like in the kids' cartoon used legitimate footage from the Japanese Zero's nose cone cameras where they're attacking American carriers and stuff.
Oh,
like it's this Japanese propaganda anime meant for children that they produced in like the mid 1944, and so like they produced it and it had they actually had like nose cone footage from when they were strafing like the USS Arizona and like ships in Pearl Harbor, and they put it in a kids cartoon. It's like. It's so intriguing to me because it's this clear cultural shift from like the Japan we know today and the Japan that was. It's just it's fascinating. I was just curious if you ever actually sat down and watched it.
It's one of your videos from like what 5 years ago?
4 or 5.
Or 3?
Yeah, it's old
now.
Really
bad. Like the worst thing about me is like my sense of time is like really fucked up. It's like, oh yeah, it's been like a few weeks.
Thanks,
it's been like a year. I was like, shit.
Remember Porco Rosso? Yeah, I love that movie.
Oh,
yeah, it's been I don't know, it's been a while because now I'm in a new house now, so I'm kind of like, man, it's kind of weird. Like looking back at my old videos, I'm like, I remember that old setup. Yeah.
I remember doing that stupid shit.
Well, because my channel technically, like the funny thing is, like some of my older videos I like produced in like 2010 and all that crap. Can I share a permanent invite to my Discord? Yeah, go ahead, man. Hey, Google, do you have an invite to the Discord we have, or I have set up? Let me share that in the chat here if you don't have access to that. Hang on, guys.
Man, you were just asking that guy a question.
I was.
You're doing really well in this game, by the way.
The one thing I like about Dynamite Cop as a home console game is it actually lets you, keep continuing without, like, 3 lousy credits. So that's the one thing I like about it over Die Hard Arcade, where it's like, oh, you only have 3 lives, so, you better keep playing right.
Oh, that
That always bugged me. I'm like, it's a home console game. Why would I want limited continues?
Yeah,
to challenge yourself.
Oh my god, I hate that. I've honestly always hated when arcade games have been ported over to consoles, and it's been like, you still only get 3 continues. It's like I want to beat the game. This is why I bought it on my home console for $50.
This is why I paid $60.
They gave you the chance to fucking become good at the game.
Man,
by the way, those muscles are very well rendered.
Yeah, that guy's got some good apps. Look at that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Those look angry. But, I mean, I bought Space Harrier on my Genesis just to do that. And they did that, like, 3 life continue crap. And I was just like, please no.
Did they release the original Space Harrier on Genesis, or was it Space Harrier 2?
Space Harrier 2, and then 32X had a... What version of Space Harrier did 32X have?
32X had the original Space Harrier, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so maybe it was... So at the time, maybe it was for my Master System.
Oh, yeah. That one. Oh man, that one is rough.
It's hard. It's rough though, yeah, in my opinion.
Well, just like the layering on that one's really rough. Just the way it like comes at you.
And
like,
it's super flickery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you fight that dragon, and you have no idea where the shots are gonna be. You're like, oh god, where are they coming in at?
Dragon is the worst.
Yeah, because you don't see angles on the Master System version. It's impressive that they got it on that system because it's kind of a downport, or I don't know what you would call that, but it was. I don't know. It's fun, and it's kind of an interesting like
it's a
reference point. Yeah,
it's a big old fort.
That's so many Master System games though. System games though, right? It's like it's impressive that this was on there at one point.
like the 8-bit Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
like there's a Street Fighter 2 for the Master System that I've played. That was just
Jesus.
It was atrocious.
I've played some like Virtual Fighter for like regular Genesis and like some other weird fighting like Tekken and shit, like bootlegs. I don't have them anymore,
the tech
It's interesting.
Brazilian bootlegs.
Yeah, like, they're interesting, but like it's like, I give it to a friend, you know.
Duke Nukem 3D. That's one I've played. That's
Oh,
one of
I've
those.
not played
the
that. That would
Genesis.
be interesting to play.
It's not great.
Nah, worse than like I'm sure like the Super Nintendo official like Wolfensteins and Dooms and shit.
Oh, very much so worse than those.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
It's also like they tried to do as much as they could, so they squeezed the screen down and add those like blocky borders.
Oh, right.
So where like you
Yeah.
can zoom in, like in an old like before you had like a good Voodoo 3D, right, where you would zoom the card in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's impressive, like you know, like technically, right?
yeah. Like I'm surprised when I
it's like,
played.
oh god,
Like, oh, this
there's a
exists?
reason why. Yeah. There's a reason why this didn't really take off.
Oh, all right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it an evening. It's about 1:45 a.m. my time. But,
Alrighty.
But definitely want to thank you guys for dropping by, especially Andrew and especially Jimmy for hanging out here in the chat as long as you have.
You know what? I was just watching. I was just doing speed runs, and then was drunk and went, "Hey, look, Ian's streaming. See what he's doing."
Yeah.
So thanks for having me. Honestly.
Oh, it's always fun having you here, man. But all right, definitely want to thank you guys for dropping by and hanging out. Everyone in the chat especially want to thank you guys definitely for dropping by and hanging out. Especially those of you who donated. I really appreciate that. It all pretty much goes to the channel. So thank you guys very much for hanging out. All right, you guys have a wonderful evening, night. And if you guys haven't checked out Andrew, go check out A Squared Gaming. Also, if you, I highly doubt you guys haven't checked out Jimmy Hoffa, but go check him out as well.
I'm always around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
All right.
Go watch
Good night.
that movie.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Good night.